3, 2, 1. Here we are! Hello, everybody! Woo-hoo-hoo! We're here! We're doing it by the seat of our pants! Hello, everyone! Welcome to Session 1, numero uno, of what I am calling the Chromatic Dragon Saga. Working title, we'll see if it sticks. It may change as we go along, but for now, that's the placeholder name for this campaign. For those of you who don't know, my name is Dicecream Sandwich, aka Kevin Parr. I will be your DM for this campaign for the near future. If we get that far, we will see. Sometimes people die, and that's okay. We are going to be playing. This is the first session of a D&D campaign that's kind of two campaigns in one. It's a very famous mishmash combo of two stories that make a whole saga called Hoard of the Dragon Queen and Rise of Tiamat. Hoard of the Dragon Queen takes players usually from level 1 to around level 8, and then the sequel campaign finished that journey to about level 13 or 15, I would say, called Rise of Tiamat. For the players here, some of them have played D&D before, and for some of them, this is the very, very tippy-top first time they have ever rolled some dice and are involved with a campaign. So we are super stoked to get started. We've been just planning this for quite a while now, and it's here. It's finally here. And also just to note that a few of us are streaming this on different stream channels as well, on different Twitch channels. I believe myself, Meryl, Jess, Webhead Hero, and I think Aiden and Cole, you're hosting this one on your channels. But yeah, guys, we all have different layouts. Things like that. So if you're curious, you can check out our stream channels as well, see what we've got all our different setups laid out. I believe our Twitch handles are all kind of the same as our social media handles, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so without further ado, I won't keep this keep you waiting any longer. Let's just go around, do a quick intro of our players, the race and class that they're playing, and then we'll go from there. So why don't we start with Cole?
Oh, whoa. I'm Lightbox Gnome, Cole, or Apollo the Tabaxi Rogue. I'm prepared.
I'm prepared.
Yes.
So playing a Tabaxi Rogue, and what is your character name?
Apollo Chaos Jade, or just Apollo.
There you go. And up next, Webhead Hero.
Everybody, I am playing a high elf fighter, and very, very excited to get in here and play my very first Dragon game. His name is Avery, which is my middle name, but it also means like wise elf, and like, there's a whole meaning behind it. So I got to use these names. That was the reason why my middle name just happened to be related to elf. So yeah,
nice.
Excited.
Okay. Then up next, we got Jess.
Hello, I am Jessica Winks, and my character is technically a centaur, but I'm going with like a servitor kind of situation, so like half human, half deer instead. And she is a ranger, and her name is Arlie.
Okay. And up next, we got Meryl.
Hello. My character's name is Amara. I'm playing Kalashar, and she's a druid.
Kalashar and a druid. Okay. Oh, hold on. On my stream, no audio from the players. Ha! Of course. Let's see if I can fix that really quick. While I'm fixing classic first session problem. While I'm fixing that, Aiden, why don't you talk about your character really quick for the people that can hear you?
Okay, well, I am Cheide, and I play Arctreon the Hunter. He is a Leonin barbarian, and he's got a little bit of gladiator sprinkled in there. So, yeah,
a little bit of gladiator.
Okay. I hit things very hard.
Oh my gosh.
Take damage, punch things. Yes.
Take damage, punch things, knock things out of the park. Okay.
Be angry.
Be very angry. Okay, I think I might have solved our problem. Can we hear you? Can you hear me on my stream? Can you hear our players? They can hear me,
Hello?
but not
Hello?
you.
Testing,
Oh,
testing.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Just waiting for my chat to
Testing.
signal it. We can do this, gang. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. I will give it a couple more seconds, and if they cannot hear me, I might just have to end my stream and just tell them to go to your channels, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Can't hear you, no one else. Okay, guys, well, that is okay. Just because we don't have the time to figure this out on stream. I want everyone to have a good time. So for those watching on my stream, you are going to have to go over to either Jessica Wing's Twitch channel or Web-Headed Hero Twitch channel or BB Merrill Twitch channel to hear everyone's voices, because for some reason mine but it's not picking up the player's audio on my stream, unfortunately. So sorry about that for everyone's coming to my stream, but head over to Jessica Wing's Twitch, Webheaded Hero Twitch, or BB Merrill Twitch, and you'll be able to hear all of them over there. But with all that out of the way, everyone, you know who the players are being. Let us dive into this first session of the Chromatic Dragon Saga.
My
Oh, yeah.
body is ready.
I'm excited.
So, we begin our story with the sweet scent of ocean water drifting off the breeze, and a gentle cradle of your bed is swaying back and forth, as you can hear the slight crashing of waves hitting the hull of this enormous vessel that you are currently resting on. And off in the distance, you can hear the dull ringing of bells in the distance. Cling, 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 cling. Pitter patter of feet above get a bit louder and louder. Then all of a sudden, Apollo, you hear it.
Oh.
This boom is getting louder and louder and louder as you are jettisoned from this daytime nap you've had. You look up, you hear the steps above you going, all of a sudden people are scattering all over the place. You get up from the hull of the ship in the marina of Baldur's Gate where you've been currently moored in, and you look up and you hear dull cries and explosions hearing off in the distance as you raise up to the port side of the ship. As you're waiting to cast off to the marina, the city has somehow been soaked in choking fumes. Lightning storms are crashing off to your right. Waves of acid and horrible streams of smoke from red-hot fire burns in all directions in front of you. It's just insane chaos. Then off in the distance, above the crumbling metropolis that's literally just falling all around you. This is like the final scene in Man of Steel. Buildings are crumbling, explosions going off. Through the thick cloud coverings of smoke and ash, you see something piercing through. 10 hot, steaming red eyes glaring at you from the darkness. Then you hear the faint beating of leathery wings. And it's not one, multiple sets of them out in the distance. You can't see which direction they're coming from because they just sound like they're coming from all around you, and the sound gets louder and louder and louder. Then through the smoke cover, bright lights, various colors start to emerge from the smoke, all differentiating in different light levels. You put your arm ups to cover you from the sheer immense blast that is hurtling towards you, and then you wake up.
What the?
Suddenly, you jettison up from your soft bed, still in the bed that you were there the night before, in the quiet town of Green Nest. As soon as you kind of wake up from this nightmare, you look over to your right, and your companion, your Leonin barbarian companion, is sitting there in a double bed next to you. as he just notices you just wake up suddenly, as he's just there cleaning off a weapon of his, and just looks at you as you just prop up all of a sudden.
But you okay?
Are you okay? You seem startled.
Bad dreams. Comes and goes. We're fine. I just need a moment. You've just been sitting there this whole time.
Yes, I have. I can't sleep. Too many sleepless nights. I don't like water.
Notice anything haunting me? Or did my brain make these fantasies that are haunting me?
The ship is just us, my friend, and the crewmates. Nothing here to get you.
Good.
And Apollo, as your mind kind of starts to calm down, you're able to kind of finally take in the calmness of your surroundings, realize whatever that was just a dream. You're safe. Your friend is here. You kind of turn, you get up from your bed, you look outside the window from the inn that you and your fellow mates had been staying in for the past day. As you recall, you and a few adventurers were hired from the city of Baldur's Gate to escort this nobleman of kind of high stature. His name was Sadon de Grey. He put up a few job boards lists around the city, saying he needs some adventurers to come take him from Baldur's Gate to this town of Green Nest, with the intention of meeting its governor, Tarbaugh Nighthill. And after gathering various adventurers and people around town that needed a quick buck, or maybe just bored and just needs something to do, amassed a crew of 5. And it was this very crew that you traveled to this town with. And as you look outside, you can see them sort of off doing various things. The bearded human, whose name was Avery, kind of see him off to the right-hand side with a bunch of baled hay, testing out his sword skills as he's just parrying and striking, just doing a bit of a workout, doing some push-ups. You look over to your left, you see your friend, or your mates, Amara and Arlie, as Amara is kind of further out from the village distance, talking. It looks like she's having a full-on conversation with a bunch of little woodland creatures. There's like a few rabbits and a few squirrels, just like all matter of little creatures just all gathered around as she's just like has her hands down her knees and just like it's like full-on conversation, but a little farther away. And then off to like Avery on the right, Amara on the left, kind of more centered in a long distance, you can see Arlie coming down towards the inn, sort of making her way towards Avery with some books in hand. Looked like she might have spent the day shopping and doing various things, talking to the townsfolk, stuff like that. But you've been in this town for around a day. You arrived here the previous morning, as it took you around like 5 days to get from Baldur's Gate to Green Nest to achieve this task. But the task is not yet complete, as you all well know. Sadon said that he would pay you once you had escorted him back to Baldur's Gate, where payment would be in full. But the task was to come here for one night, and then the following day he would meet up with you at this inn and tavern called the Guilty Spoon, and would then arrive with you later tonight. But with all that in mind, Apollo and Arctreon, what would you like to do?
Well, turn to Arc. I need some fresh air. Care to come with?
Anything to get me off this ship.
Come on, buddy. Let's go. Let's go for a walk. And we get up and head out the tavern, out the inn. Head around the just go for a walk around the town.
All right. So you head out, you get out of the inn, go down the steps. It's around like mid-afternoon type thing. It looks like you already had your breakfast and kind of mid-afternoon, just having a bit of nap, as the rest of the crew had kind of like gone off and done their individual things throughout the day. You're in like only a 2-story inn. It's not very big. As you make your way down the steps through the kind of kitchen area, where there's just like kind of a makeshift bar to the side and a little like 2-person kitchen in the back. You can smell sort of the various foods that they're making, just like various pieces of bacon and prime rib and things like that as they're getting ready for the dinner rush that's coming soon. But you and Arcturion kind of make your way, and there's this little gnome who kind of runs the joint. And she just looks at you. She's got this big frizzled out hair that kind of comes out from here, kind of dangles all the way down, wearing a smock, bit more bigger boned, as they say, cleaning up the dishes from a hard day's work, and just looks at you all and goes, "Oh, hey there! How you doing?"
Look, continue. Just over the shoulder a little.
Give them a casual wave and continue.
Yes, just casual wave. Don't want to start any major conversations.
All right, fine. Just rude fucking tourists to do whatever the fuck they want to in my fucking face, and just like goes back into the kitchen, just muttering obscenities under the breath. But you go through the front door, and the town of Green Nest is now in full view. And it's a nice day outside. It's sunny, very little cloud cover. Kind of look to your left. You look over to your right, and you can see sort of various location markings, as it's kind of like a medium-sized town. It's not like, super small. There's like 4 villages and a market. It's like you can see there's a modest-sized keep in the middle of Green Nest, kind of like where you probably take it that the governor lives and where most of the town dealings kind of take place. There's like castle fortified walls and a little bit of a tower that overlooks the entire town. You can see kind of a windmill off to sort of a few miles left from there. There seems to be some sort of religious building, whether it's a church or some place of worship, not too far either. And then there's various types of people kind of muttering about during their day-to-days. It mostly seems to be a human settlement. You see just a couple of different gnomes and maybe like a dwarf here or there, an elf here or there, but it's like mainly human settlement. But you go through the front doors and you see that Arlie has now made her way over to Avery, and there's having like a general conversation as Avery's kind of wiping the sweat off his brow from a hard day's training as the sun's kind of beating down on you. And they're fairly close to the end too, so you can go over there and say hi to them if you want.
I would like to kind of just pat Ark on the shoulder and then motion over to them. And I'm gonna try and sneak my way up behind Avery without him seeing me.
Sneak your way up behind Avery?
Yes.
All right, make a stealth check.
Okay.
And Avery, what is your passive perception? So that'll be showing up on your character sheet there.
Okay, got it.
25.
Perception is a
14. So yeah, you have no idea. You're pretty enthralled with this conversation you're having with Arlie at the moment. You're pretty exhausted, so you're not really thinking everyone's going to sneak up on you. It's not a very, bunched together town. There's like a lot of open space around you. Then all of a sudden you just hear this, "Hey, how's it going?" Ah! You just turn around, and Apollo is just scared the crap out of you. Is right behind you, with Arcturion behind him too.
You need more practice on perception, my friend.
travelers.
Nothing much, just need to get out for a walk. How's your day going? Exhausted?
I'm ready.
You exhaust yourself too much. When real trouble comes around, you'll be too tired to fight. Touché. There is a time and a place there. And Arlie, I see you've been about.
Yeah, do you guys know where I might find like some water or something? Like there was a tree over there that was asking for some, and so I'm just... Oh wait, you're a cat, I forgot.
So it's at this point also that I'll have the 4 of you describe what your characters look like for the people watching as well. So we'll start with Apollo.
Just a tall, slender tabaxi with a simple red tattoo of an eye on his forehead. Red eyes, wearing kind of dark violet, almost winter robes, like fur and lines, like he's been up north before, with a trusty silver rapier at his side, and a feather in his wide-brimmed hat. It's a very, if you didn't know him, very seedy-looking character.
All right, and we'll go over to Avery.
I am taller, average, hungry. I am wearing armor. Oh, my strength. He has a beard and long hair.
Nice. All right, and Arlie.
So Arlie is a half, human, so the torso and head of a human and the rest of the body of a deer. And her fur is very light fawn colored. She wears a leather jacket and has a bow on her back, and also has short blue hair and antlers on her head. Reindeer
Alright.
antlers. She is female,
Nice.
so.
Yeah, the artwork you have for this is so sick. I can't wait for you to post it somewhere.
My chat say that.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
All of a sudden?
It's not showing.
Dun, dun, dun. Have they not been hearing you this whole time?
Probably not.
Changing your microphone in.
We're having a good fucking first stream every Friday.
Yeah.
Only people can hear me on my stream. No one can hear anyone else.
The christening.
All right. Well, in the meantime,
they're
we'll
using-
get.
okay. I fixed it.
You did? Oh,
Yeah,
good.
I think
there
it was
you
just they
go.
were using. I think it was
Nice.
just that the stream is using this microphone
Right,
for some
right.
reason.
Okay. So, Aiden, describe your character, please.
Well, I am a 7'9", 410-pound Leonin. Very, very battle torn, very war torn. I got scratches, dents in my armor. My armor used to be such great and majestic gladiatorial armor, but has since been destroyed in combat and very worn over the years. As I adorn 3 large scratches across my face. Luckily, I have both my eyes. And I come with a great axe and nothing else. Well, I have other things, but mostly just a great axe.
Okay.
Or as otherwise known, a unit.
Yeah.
Thank God you stealth came up behind Avery there, because that was not my forte.
All right. So as you all kind of meeting in the center here, you then see Amara starting to come towards you as well from the left-hand side. She's just got in her hands just a few little tiny rabbits that are just have their paws out, and a couple squirrels just holding them all into her. She just kind of walks or makes her way over.
Oh my God.
Amara, what does your character look like?
Okay, so I'm a Kalishtar, but I'm shorter than most. My hair is beautiful, wavy, purple long hair with golden red eyes. And I look human, but I'm not quite human. I look more ethereal and spirit-like. And I'm just very slim, but also in shape because, I chase animals and little woodland creatures on my free time. So, yeah.
All right. And as you see Meryl kind of come towards your group, Cole, you just kind of look over, then you see her kind of coming in from behind.
Uh-oh. How are those animals doing?
Hello, they're my friends.
Of course they are.
This one's Fluffy, and this
Oh my
one
God,
is
Fluffy, can I
Snickers.
pet him?
Yes, you can hold him. I'm sure he would love it.
I love
They look like a snack.
Don't.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna
Please don't.
I like move in between him and the bunnies.
I'm gonna try and kind of work my way.
Archeon,
around.
I've got some meat over here you can have. You don't have to eat
Perfect.
eat the rabbit.
Jess, make a animal handling check for me really quick.
Okay. Let me find it. Six.
A 6? So as she's got these kind of woodland creatures kind of huddled up in her chest and around her arms, like, oh bunny, can I pet it? And the bunny's just like blank stare looking up, like the big feet are kind of flopping down underneath her arms, and she's like, yeah, sure, here. And you go to like touch it, she goes like just start making that like fidgety scratching sound. It just doesn't want to be picked up at all.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine. He's okay. If you still want him.
Oh, I'm so sorry, little dude.
And as you kind of are holding the rabbits to the other squirrels that you have in your arms, one kind of like just starts climbing up on your shoulder and is kind of perched here. One of the other rabbits is kind of fidgety, kind of wants to be put down. But they're all just kind of squirming all around you as you're able to use your druidic nature to kind of like speak to them instinctively and just have like your own little fun conversations as you always like to do. But like I said, it's about mid-afternoon at this point. Up to you guys. What would you want to do? You're able to explore the town a little bit. You could go back into the inn and grab a drink or some food and just kind of talk about anything you like, get to know each other better, or we can just skip a few times and go to the next thing. Up to you.
Is there are there rabbits like on the ground or?
Well, around her now, because she's got like a couple in her arms, and they've like some of them have kind of squirmed their way through, and they're kind of like hopping around in the grass.
Would it be possible to just kind of snatch one up really quick and?
Do you want to try to snatch one? Yeah, make a
Like snatch one from me?
No, just
Off the
something
grass.
that's on the ground or
Oh.
yeah, just pick it up.
because they're quick. Yeah, make a dexterity check really quick.
16.
16. Natural one. So
No.
kind of some of the bunnies are kind of slipping out from your arms, kind of fall to the grass, and you're just kind of hopping around. You're able to hold on to one kind of here. You're kind of like petting it. There's like a squirrel on your shoulder here. But a black-furred one kind of slips through your arms and just kind of and just like this hand just lightning fast grabs it with his paws and just has it up like kind of by the fur scruff, and you're holding the black rabbit currently.
I'm just gonna walk over to Ark and hand it to him.
Can I attempt to intervene
Can I
and
try to
grab
get
it?
him back? Yeah.
Who says I was gonna eat it? Maybe I'm just this large, robust creature that just enjoys other small animals.
Forget dragons. We're just going to be talking about rabbits the entire show.
The Chromatic Bunny Saga.
Yes.
Save towns and bunnies. Sit.
This black rabbit's gonna be the big bad guy.
So you pick up the rabbit and start moving towards Arctreon. And again, you guys don't really know each other that well. You've only met each other for the duration of this job, really. Some of you have known each other from the past, have done jobs together, things like that. But for the most part, you're getting to know each other. So it's kind of safe to assume, like, if some of you were like, I'm gonna play a joke, they don't know if you're joking or not. They don't really know you that well. So when they come over with the rabbit, starts giving you Arctreon, you see Amara and Arlie just start to go and put it like just kind of put their arms out and be like, we're not cool with that.
I just want him to see up close that it's not food.
Bunnies
anything wrong
are
with it?
friends, not food.
Well, let him see that. And I wink at Ark behind them.
I like get up in Ark's face and I'm like, watch it. I'm watching you.
So then, can I roll to try to intimidate Arlie and Amara?
You want to intimidate? How do you want to intimidate? Like, do you want to intimidate them into like letting this happen, or
Yes.
okay?
Just trying to figure out. I'm like looking at my little skills here, and I'm just like, what can I do with this situation?
So here's the thing. So basically, you're like kind of puffing your chest out and like kind of bluffing a little bit. So you can roll your intimidation, and I'll have Amara and Arlie roll an insight check. What an insight check does, it's on your skills there. You should see it amongst it. So it'll say insight somewhere. And an insight basically allows you to see if someone's bluffing or lying or deceiving, or try to get an inkling into like what they're thinking. You know, when someone's like, "I'd never kill you," and they have a twitch in their eye, you can like make an insight check to determine like, were they lying? Were they being truthful?
I don't see where that is on the sheet.
So on your character sheet, just bring it up here.
Just above intimidation.
Okay.
So I rolled a 13.
Rolled a 13. Okay.
No!
I got a 19.
I got a 9.
Ooh, okay. So, Arctreon, what do you say to try to intimidate these two?
What do I say? Try to do. I'm going to eat this rabbit. You like it or not?
So, you say that to them. I'm going to eat this rabbit, whether you like it or not. And Omara, his posture gets a bit like puffed out, his teeth kind of showing a little bit, his brow gets a bit furrowed down, has this very serious look in his eyes. You just start to cuddle the animals you have, and you're kind of like, is he gonna eat me next? What the fuck? Like, these seems a bit like threatening. But Arlie, you kind of stand up to Arctrea, and you're not really falling for the typical intimidation tactic. You being from someone who's used to like insanely mystical creatures, being a centaur and things, you've seen quite a few intimidating beasts yourself. So Arlie, you kind of get a bit shoved off to the side, kind of step back, but Arlie, you're standing your ground. You're not buying it at the moment.
Put the bunny down, Art.
But as I know,
we're gonna have issues.
Yeah, so as I know I've been caught, I jokingly give it back.
Why don't we all just head to the pub? They've got great stew. Maybe not rabbit stew, but but something. Some great vegetarian options for others. I don't know.
Can I just start running away and just like put my animals as far as possible from them, so they can go back into the woods?
Yeah. No, you sure can. If you want to go to the Guilty Spoon, the inn where you saw your Apollo and Arctreon come out of, you can go back in there, grab a pint, see what you want to do for the rest of the day or where you want to take things next. As you kind of turn around and start heading towards there, you see Meryl with the rest of her creatures just kind of like hastily make her way out of the village city, the village limits here, kind of where the buildings and cottages end. Takes her outside of there to where like they can kind of see where a nearby forest might be. You're just some tall grass. It just starts to take the squirrel down, put the bunny like, go, flee, he might eat you. I don't know what's going on. Please, get out of here, save yourself. But that takes you about like, 5 or 15 minutes to do, just to walk all the way to the edge of the town, come back. But you go back into the inn. Again, you were just out there for just a few minutes, so not much has changed. It's still a little sparse inside the Guilty Spoon, but those familiar smells are coming out of like dinner rush, fast approaching. There's a few various sort of banquet tables around for you to sit in, so you can just pick whatever one you like. You kind of come through the front door. There's kind of like this sort of an L shape, I want to say. There's like a little island in the middle that's like a makeshift bar. I see various just kind of whiskey bottles and self-made liqueurs of sorts, and there's just like an island, so there's like a bit of a square around the island, and then in the far back of the room there's like a kitchen with some swinging double doors with a couple porthole windows, and then just a few tables just kind of outlining the outside of it.
Okay. Can I go up to the owner of this little space?
The owner,
They
sure.
There, yes.
So as the rest of you are kind of finding a table to sit down on, you see Amara come back through the front doors, and you just hear kind of clanging and banging from the kitchen of like dishes being shuffled around and like big huge like someone's trying to chop like a big thing of meat back there. And you go look through the porthole window and you see this little tiny portly gnome woman with big frizzy hair, the big smock, just like cutting a pig like in big chunks for dinner.
Hello.
Ah!
Hi.
Yes?
My name is Amar, and I just wanted to know if there's anything I can help this town with.
Help this town with?
Yes. Maybe if there's anyone who needs a little bit of help.
I could sure use some help if you like.
I don't think I'm into the sort of cooking things. But I have other skills I can offer. If there's any evil around, call me. Let me know.
Evil?
Yes, evil.
Just kind of takes her giant butcher knife and just puts it into the wooden table in front of her and just kind of waddles out as you just see like this tuft of frizzy hair just kind of make their way over to you, and the double doors open and like, my dear, there hasn't been any evil around in Greenness for quite some time. If you want evil, you might want to go down to the city of Baldur's Gate or something where all the ruffians come from.
Oh, well, I'm sure there are plenty of spirits here that need some help. I'll go find them and talk to
I
them.
think my cousin Lyra might be evil. You might want to go visit her house. She owes me a few gold, and I don't think she's very kind about it.
Okay, well, thank you for your time. And I'm just gonna run off to my friends and kind of go to Arlie specifically because I feel more comfortable around her.
So you go into like this sort of long banquet table. There's like a 6-seater, like 3 on one side, 3 on the other. You see on one side is sitting Avery, Apollo, and Arctreon, and Arlie's kind of sitting on their side by herself. So you kind of just quickly smack into her.
Did I hear that conversation?
Roll just perception check.
19.
Ooh.
19. Okay, so you would have heard that as you kind of hear like the gnome kind of bellowing out from the distance, being like, "Well, there's not much evil around here." You kind of like, fuck, and just kind of talking loudly, so you kind of bend over and kind of listen in on the conversation.
Okay. What was that about? She's crazy. I say to Amara.
Oh, I just wanted to see if I could help people, and she just the thing with the knife, and I'm a little bit confused.
I mean, I'm sure we can find somebody to help, but she seems to be able to take care of herself just fine.
What did you ask? What did you ask her for?
I didn't ask her for anything. I just wanted to help her.
Did you ask if she knows anybody or knows something?
Oh, just, if there's anyone who needs help in this little village, or if there's evil lurking,
Is there evil?
Can I look around and see if there's any kind of spirits or ghosts that are in the area? In the little tavern?
Make a perception check really quick, just looking around.
Perception. Gosh, these things are very hard. There we go. Okay. 17?
17. So you instinctively look around this little inn tavern for ghosts and evil things, and you're looking around, inspectingly, looking at the little island bar that's over there, and you just see everyone kind of looking at you a little bit weird as you're just just purveying the area, very instinctively, very precisely, looking over at all the corners. You look outside as there's this big kind of floor-to-ceiling window that you're sitting next to. You're looking around. Again, you're just seeing just people mildly doing their own thing, mulling above the village of Green Nest. But you do spot something a bit weird. As you look outside, because it is a very clear sky day, As you look over, you just notice this shadow. Just move over this patch of grass. It's odd.
There, Archeon! Do you see it? Right there, the grass. Look at the grass. There's one right there.
Do I have to roll perception for that?
You do.
Okay, I thought so.
To see if you can catch it.
Bad. Let's see. Oh. Wait, where'd it go? 13.
13. So as soon as she's kind of looking around and the rest of you are kind of like just sitting there waiting for the gnome to come out and bust the table because there's like a leftover mug of ale kind of sitting next to you and a couple of utensils. She points out, look, Archeon over there. You go, huh? You look over and you kind of see just like the tail end wisp of a shadow just kind of moving over. But could be anything. Could be a bird. Could be like, not too sure.
Nothing to worry about.
Did you see that, Arlie? Maybe?
I roll for perception as well.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if the others are paying attention to me, just like, I'm like very wanting to see if anyone
Right now they were sitting there just kind of waiting to be served. You came like, there are evil things here. We gotta investigate. That gnome is weird.
So I rolled a 14.
14. So same. She's like, look, you see it? And you can just at the corner of your eye see this wisp of dark space just move just from one side to the other. But again, could be anything.
Can I roll for investigation? Catches my eye enough.
So investigation is more you going to something and like thoroughly looking at it. So if you want to investigate it, you could go outside and look at the patch of grass if you like.
Okay, well, I'm like looking at them like in hopes that they'll want to do something with me. So I'm just like, yes, anyone?
Ark, maybe this is our opportunity to just check it out.
Okay, we'll go
Just
outside
stand
and we'll go check it out.
As you, so did you want to actually get up and go check it out? The wisp of
Yep.
shadow?
Yeah.
So, as you go to stand up, you get up from your banquette, you're like, oh, it's probably just a shadow. She seems very excited. I want to be friends. Let's just go do it. And you get up from your table. And right away, you notice something. Paulo, you look down at the cup of mead that was there. You see it start to rumble like the T-Rex stomps in Jurassic Park. Familiar sound comes to you as you kind of, as you see this drink start to rumbling. You then hear and suddenly the other half of the tavern gets smashed into 1,000 pieces. This immense beast just runs through the other side of the tavern, and bits of wood and debris just suddenly explode all around you. You look up and you look over, and this big, huge, winged blue dragon just starts flying off meters away from you, off into the far distance. You then look, you're all like huddling down and put your hands on your head as this massive bit of debris just flew everywhere. You look over to your left, and then suddenly these waves of people start entering into town, screaming and yelling with torches in their hands, swords, other pieces of weaponry, humanoids, kobolds. What do you want to do?
She wasn't crazy. Not this time.
I told you evil.
I like immediately grab my bow and knock an arrow.
Yeah, I'm just immediately kind of hand on the rapier and just like, okay, where are these people coming in? Are they coming in and like splitting up, or are they all coming to us directly?
It is like the Dothraki just descending on a nearby village. It's just like an anthill of different various people. They're not wearing uniforms. They're not wearing masks. They look similar to you, like fellow adventurers, but you see kobolds starting to come out of the group of people, humanoids, various degrees of sizes and shapes, and they're just running, and everyone they see just start killing people. They go over to different nearby villages and towns, throwing torches and start lighting it on fire. You can see the dragon starting to, in the mid-distance, starting to turn and is coming down for another swipe at you. This like sudden burst of people just came out of nowhere, and they're bleeding into the village and just destroying everything they can see.
Surprise attack.
Okay. I turn back and just to the group and just, we need to go now. And I point at the dragon and just, I'm gonna grab my short bow and like, is there, the way the building has been sliced, is the other half of the building that we're in, is there a way to like climb up and get on top of it?
So right now, that front door you came in, that sort of square configuration, you guys took a seat just kind of like to the right of the front door, and then that whole sort of third side of the building went, it's just destroyed. There's a bit of a rooftop still standing, but it's all sunken down and crashed, and just bits of debris is just falling down from the ceiling onto the ground. And you just hear faint screaming in the background, and just smoke starting to plume up from various shops and people's homes and things like that.
Okay. We need to go now. We need to find our employer, and we need to get out now. And just, I go out the door, just
Okay.
out into the.
Do you guys follow?
Tactical retreat.
How
Can you guys
far
hear me?
is the dragon away?
So it was fast. It was just this burst of this sudden, just huge, immense beast just skidding by, and then flew up several feet, like probably like good like 150, 200 feet, and then you just see it out in the distance. It's turning.
Testing.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get close to it, like 10 feet away, but like just enough so that I
They
can
can't
mind
hear
whip
me.
to it.
Wait, can you guys hear
But
me?
I'm gonna try to like hide just
Oh,
in
thank
case.
goodness.
So knowing where you are and seeing this dragon come down at you,
Uh-huh.
dragons are notoriously aggressive and vicious. If you were, and you knowing this because you're adept with creatures, if you were to stand in front of it and wait for it to get 10 feet in front of you, it would probably just locomotive smack right into you.
So like, is there no way that I can like try to link minds with it?
I mean, you could try, but right now, your current circumstances, basically, there's all these raiders like spilling in, like ants on an anthill, and it's like gonna take a while for it to come back down there. But you can see, like to your left, there are people running towards you with swords, and you see
Tactical
villagers coming
retreat.
by and stabbing them. You've got like seconds to like act right now before you
Okay,
start getting
I'll
overrun.
follow. I'll follow.
We gotta
follow.
go. Safely
Okay.
you can.
We out.
So you guys leave the tavern and come out, and yeah, it's just what you think. It is just this enormous attack out of nowhere onto the village of Greenhest. It makes no sense. Like you said, like this is a pretty like innocent, peaceful town, but you can see different kobolds and these humans going into people's homes, bursting their front doors, but various screamings and smoke plumes coming up, and you see some of them coming out of people's homes with like chests and like bits of gold and like jewelry and things, and running out and like looting and going back to another group of people. It's just like spreading out more and more and more, and it's coming towards you. And as you get out of the tavern, you see a couple directions at a cross in the road, one to go left and one to go right.
Right
do I
is
know
right.
where-
Let's go.
Right is right. Do I
Wait,
know
can
where
you
our
describe
employer will
them?
be?
So I'll start with Cole. So your employer mentioned that he was going to meet up with the governor of the town, and having been there for a day, you know that the keep, the like makeshift sort of mini castle that's in the center of Green Nest, that's where the governor lives. So it's safe to assume that he might be there.
Okay, where would be the fastest way? From
So
where we
right
are?
now in the Green Nest map, you are in the top right-hand corner.
Okay. All right. So we need to go right then to get towards the keep.
From your perspective, you would need to go right.
All right. So immediately just bolt that way.
Okay. Everyone following?
Yeah.
Following.
Okay. As soon as you make that turn, you look over. Just fire and destruction going on all around you. you suddenly dart right as you're like, the keep. We got to get to the keep. That's where our target is. We got to go. And then suddenly, as you're turning, without warning, 5 humans dash out from between 2 buildings to your left. And a limping man with 3 children race across the street, trying to get cover from all the chaos that's going on. And following them is a woman with a round shield and a broken spear, turns and faces back in the direction from which they came. And suddenly 8 kobolds are streaming out of this alleyway onto the family's heels and start to fan out around the woman, who looks pretty determined to delay the creatures as long as possible, as this woman who's kind of scarred and beat up is holding this spear and the shield. Back off, like stepping back further and further. Her husband looks pretty hurt, like looks like he got stabbed a couple times, just holding his wounds. He's on his knees, the children behind him like, Daddy, no! But the kobolds like are chasing after them, and they've made this kind of half U shape, but they didn't notice you. I rolled to see if they saw you, so they're just acting on instinct. So currently their backs are all turned at you, and then there's half U shape. What do you want to do?
All right, I'm gonna turn around.
Destroy them.
Yeah.
And shout to Ark and just go, Ark, and point at the dad and just and the kids, and then I'm gonna take out my short bow and take a shot at the closest kobold to the woman.
Okay, so it's here, everyone. We're gonna turn over to our Roll20 screen and go to our battle map. So this'll might take just a second just to configure for the streams for everyone. I'm going to reveal the map to our players. So this is where you currently are. So when you are able to kind of get the jump on certain monsters, if they don't see you, you get what's known as a surprise attack or surprise round. So basically you get a chance to try to hit them, shoot them, attack them before they notice you. And then after you're done your different actions, then we'll roll initiative and go into the combat phase. So we will just start with the various surprise rounds that you wanted to do, Cole. So you wanted to go and shoot one of them, you said?
Well, actually, if they don't see, there's that. How can I try and get on top of that house to the right of me?
On the rooftop there? Yeah, you're gonna have to make an how do you want to get up the house, I should ask?
If I could just climb there, it looks like there's
just straight up climbing, or do you want to try to like?
Well, it looks like there's a like a little wagon next to it. Can I use that as leverage and jump from that on to get up to the house? Like,
yep, you sure can. So make an athletics check or acrobatics check, I'll say, because you're using vaulting off the wheelbarrow to kip up and flip up to the house and kind of use your claws to crash on. So make an acrobatics check really quick.
16.
16, you do it. You just see Apollo just lightning fast, be like, Archeron, the dad, go over there. I'm going up here. And you see this tabaxi, like black furred cat just act instantaneously. Just jump up with cat-like speed, scratching the side of this cabin, this house of sorts, crawl up the side, up into these tiles, these roof tiles up top, starts making his way up there. So you can move your character up there, Cole.
Okay. Can I get like here? Because I'm assuming I can see them from there.
You can. What's your movement speed?
30.
I don't see the map.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
I got the map.
So
Get a
if you're
zoom
into-
out.
Yeah, if you're in the roll20 screen, you're going to zoom out because it zooms in pretty close, and then there should be a piece of it that's exposed, and then you zoom into it there.
You zoomed all the way out. I just see a black box. I'll refresh.
Here, let me see.
Make sure on the
That's
right Roll20 campaign too.
Now she's only in the one.
Okay.
Zoom out a lot.
Yeah, a lot, like a
All
lot
the
of
way.
way,
Just yeah.
because it's a fairly big surface area, and I've got a few things hiding in there. That's why I only expose like a little bit of it.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. Okay, so Cole, you had 30 feet of movement.
Yeah.
So for you, you're for the first movement, you could get up on top of the house, and then
Can I
double
pop
dash.
feline agility?
Yeah, you can
Step.
do that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that to get there.
So what does that do, just so the people watching know?
It doubles my movement speed once per long rest, I believe.
Okay.
At no cost of action or anything like that. It's racial ability.
Just double your speed. Sweet.
Yep.
So yeah, lightning fast. Hop on there. You're at the edge there. Before you continue, I'm just going to let the other people try to get a chance in here. So, Arcturion, you saw Apollo direct you. Where would you like to move? Right now, they don't notice you.
Honestly, I'm gonna. You know what? They don't notice me. I'm going to use.
You see them inching closer and closer to the family as she's just trying to just keep them at bay with this spear and like kind of makeshift shield.
Hold on 1 second. Can I throw something at them? I have 2 weapons that I can throw.
You can if you like. You can also ready that action. So I'll get to the others, and then we can all say it all happens at once if you like. Because as soon as you engage with somebody who's you're surprising them, it'll kick in the initiative order because then they'll know you're there. But we can say that if you want to get yourself in a position, you're holding your hand axe and you're getting ready to throw it.
Yeah, do I need to roll for the damage on that one, or just?
You will. I'll get to that in just 1 second. So,
Okay.
Did you want to move your token anywhere before that, or do you want to stay there?
I'm gonna move a little bit closer then.
Okay.
Not completely all the way there.
Yeah, because just so you know, like a round of combat is like a minute in game time. So as this is happening, this is like super fast. This is all happening within a second. So you're all able to kind of spread out, and you're all accomplished adventurers. You would be able to kind of tactically kind of do this all at the same time.
Yeah, I gotta move there.
All right, so you should have control of your token.
Yep.
Okay. So then we'll get to Avery and Arlie and Mara. What would you like to do? As you see Apollo just direct Archeron just instantly act, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna cast my first spell, Entangle, to get as many of those little kobolds as I can.
Can you wait until I move?
Yeah, we'll just say that all this
very good.
happens at the same time. So,
Awesome.
So no worries.
I want to try to go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get 30 walking speed. It's 5, right? So I get 6.
Yeah, it's each piece of movement is 5 feet.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna move. Oh gosh, moving the whole screen. Can I move just my character? Okay, there we go. Select the move. There we go.
So if you go to the little, you should be able to just move the screen there.
Yeah.
Or just on your guy. There you go.
I got you now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna go here. Get ready to throw my axes.
Okay. And then Arlie, what would you like to do?
I don't want to move at this point. I just knock an arrow and try to hit the nearest. Probably, well, let's see. He's already going after the nearest kobold. So, like, which one was Apollo going after?
Yeah, so that's what I'll get up to right now and go through the order. So, Apollo, you said you want to take a shot at someone?
Well, I'm gonna hold my action to take a shot at someone as soon as Arcturion gets within 5 feet of them.
Within 5 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Arcturion, did you move your token? I'm just not seeing it moved on my screen yet.
Yeah. I'm actually, like, you can see the corner of the building. I'm like right next to that.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Mine's
Does
not.
it not say that?
I see it.
Weird. Mine's not
Do
refreshing.
I have to put a color to it?
Nope. You should.
No.
You're
I see you
doing
too.
it. It's just not refreshing on my screen for some reason. Here, let me refresh my Roll20 here really quick. I think it just might be a connection issue. It wasn't moving when you had moved, so I'm just refreshing the screen. And it should be good. So, Cole, we'll start with you. So when Arcturion gets within 5 feet, you're going to shoot your shot. Arcturion, you're going to throw your axe. And everyone's doing the Entangle Spell, an arrow, and then Avery, you're shooting an arrow?
No, I'm throwing 2 hand axes.
2 hand axes. Okay. So there we go. It is refreshed now. Good. Okay. So Arcturion is not within 5 feet, so Cole, your thing does not start. So we'll start with Arcturion first. So Arcturion, you're going to throw your hand axe?
Yeah, I have actually. Which one does it better? I have my javelin with me.
The javelin. Okay.
Javelin. And I'm going to hit the one that's not the 2 at the top there, but the beginning of the 4 there.
So this guy here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so roll to hit.
16.
So we'll get everyone doing it simultaneously. How much?
20.
20. Was it a natural 20?
No, it's 16 plus 4.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you definitely hit him. So roll your damage, and then we'll get to everyone simultaneously. This will all be happening like at the same time.
3.
Only 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
So only 3 there. But still does a lot of damage. Okay, so after that, we're gonna go to Amara.
Yep.
You do your Entangle Spell.
Yes.
Okay. So why don't you explain how the Tangle Spell works for the folks at home?
Sure. So basically, I have a range of 90 feet, so I'm staying where I am. And it hits a 20 feet square. So I'm just trying to get as many dragons as I can in there, or kobolds, I mean. So you'll just see grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in that square, starting from that range, and then everything just turns into plants. So you'll just see vines like sprouting from the ground and like grabbing at them. And any creature within that area that I cast the spell must succeed on a strength saving throw, or they'll be entangled for a minute.
So so it's 20-foot radius.
Yes.
So within a 20-foot radius, you're allowed to place it wherever you want.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say, I have a little radius thing here. So for you to get the kobolds and not your friends,
Yeah.
you'd have to put it like around here. But you will also entangle the family as well, because they will also be within that radius.
Yeah, I mean, because of the strength saving throw, I assume that the others will be able to get out of it. So, like, I'm still going to, like, aim away from those the humans, but get as many as I can for the kobolds, at least.
Yeah, so to get all the kobolds, unfortunately, you'd have to
Yeah.
get the family in there too. So let's just hope that they can roll
Okay.
their good strength saves there.
All right.
Okay, so that's happening. I'll roll the saves in just a moment. Avery, do you want to throw your hand axe?
Yep. 2 hand axes at the row of 4. I'm hitting the 2 middle. So yeah, I'll do the hit for that.
Yeah, so roll to hit that.
That is a 22 on the first.
22 definitely hits for that first one.
And then a 24 on the next.
Oof. Yeah.
So that's 2 hits.
So that's 2 hits. So roll damage for those. For the second one, you're not going to add the bonus for the damage.
Got you.
Okay.
So we got a 11 damage for the first.
Okay.
And a 5 for the second.
And a 5 for the second. Okay. Good. I will explain all the action in just a moment for the results of all these, just going through all the list. And then finally, Arlie. You just shoot someone with your bow?
Yep.
All right.
Let's see. Probably go for the one at the bottom of the row of 4.
Okay.
So roll to hit. At an 18.
18 definitely hits. Roll the damage. Which bottom one? Did you want the one at the end of this line?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
9 damage?
Yep.
Okay. So, and then finally, I'm going to roll strength saving throws for all these guys and the commoners for the Entangle spell. And then if they fail, I believe they're restricted. They can't move, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the DC for the spell? What do they have to beat in order to not be tangled?
14.
14. Okay. Kobolds have -2 to their strength. So you're probably at a good ratio to make this work. So beat 12, you said?
Beat 14.
Yeah, you have to beat 14. Yes.
Beat 14. Okay.
Yes. Sorry, did not hear that.
Okay. Okay, so here's how this arrangement of fighting goes down. You see the kobolds, their backs are towards you. You see this family fighting for their lives. You hear Apollo go, Archeron, get the dad, move. Does this insane like ninja kickflip shit off of the wheelbarrow onto the roof of the house, gets over to the edge and pulls out, what do you have, a bow,
Short
Apollo?
bow.
Short bow. Pulls down a short bow. The rest of you just see Archeron start to move towards the enemies. You're all just like, fuck it, we're all doing this together. You all just move into various positions, knocking back your hand axes, your bows. You see Amara start raising up her hands. These vines kind of come out from her own veins under her skin and start to sprout into vines that curl around her hands as she's able to control the very earth itself. You see one hand axe thrown at this top kobold here. Doesn't take him out, but clips the back hamstring of his leg. You just see it goes like, falls down to one knee. The two hand axes that you threw, Avery, dead as they go right into the sides of their heads. 2 headshots. The sheer force of the hand axe just flips them over as they just fall on their heads and they're just motionless. Dead. Same thing with you, Avery. That line up that longbow shot almost instantaneously when you see the hand axes go, an arrow just also dead. Unfortunately, Apollo, Archeron is not within 5 feet for you to shoot your shot, but you still have it ready there, just kind of keeping an eye and if anything goes awry. And then Amara, you lift your hands and you see the entangled vines start wrapping around the remaining kobolds. The ones that are dead on the ground, the vines just start to like crawl over their bodies and just like fasten them down to the ground. And then the family is like, what the fuck? They just see this wall of kobolds just go, just drop as you're now behind this wall of kobolds. But the vines start grasping around the family as well, as the mother with the shield and the spears like just notices all these vines start crawling out of the ground, looks behind, and the wounded dad who has just like is like very injured. Vines start grabbing around his ankle and his hand. He's like, ah, no, and just starts getting faceting down to the ground. The kids are going, ah, Dad, what's happening? And they start like putting their feet up as these vines are starting to grab him. And one kid's able to like pull his leg out and start backing away. But the other kid, there's a son and a daughter, and the daughter is now being wrapped up in vines, like, what's happening, Mommy? And falling down. So, so the dad here, he is grappled with the Entangle Spell, and the daughter here is entangled as well. Not injured, just entangled. They're just stuck to the ground. And then all the rest of the kobolds as well are fastened down to the ground from the Entangle Spell. So now, ladies and gentlemen, with that first very successful surprise round, we're going to roll initiative.
Oof, I suck.
Now let's roll 9 really quick.
I rolled a solid 8.
Hey! Okay, so initiative order 25 to 20.
23.
Hey, there you go.
20.
Archeon, you got 20?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 20 to 15.
15.
I got 15.
Got 15, okay.
Ladies first.
I can't hear Andrew.
You can't. Oh, there we go. 15. I muted
Okay.
myself.
So Arlie and Avery, you both got 15?
Ladies first.
There you go. What a gentleman. And then 15 to 10. Ooh.
Oh no!
And then 10 to 5.
I got an 8.
Got an 8. Okay. So with you all successfully taking down these kobolds, there's 5 here. Okay. Okay, so Apollo, you are going to go first. You just saw
Alright.
everyone expertly just start taking down all these kobolds, and you see the family start to get wrapped up in vines, going, "No, help, mommy!" and freaking out a little bit. What would you like to do?
All right. Are the kobolds like aware of us? Like are they focused on us, or are they all still focused on the family?
So they know you're there now, especially with the vines all wrapped around them. They're like, "Ah!" They look behind them, and they can see. Yeah, they can see pretty much. How far are you on that edge of that roof? Are you right at the edge, or are you a bit far back?
Pretty well, far enough to where I can see everything, and pretty much on the edge. Yeah, not like toes off the edge, but pretty much on the edge there.
Roll stealth for me really quick.
That would be a 21.
Hey, yeah, they don't see you.
Okay. So none of them are still looking at the family?
The kobolds, they're kind of
Yeah.
looking all over. Some are looking at the family, some are looking at the ground, and they're trying to pull their legs out of the Entangle Spell. They're looking behind them. They see Arlie with her longbow out. They see Amara with her hands raised up, covered in vine. They see this huge Leonin, just all these covered furs. They see Avery, but they don't see you.
Okay. As a free action, can I just can I snap at Avery and just point to the kobolds that are directly in front of me, like close, the group of kobolds right there?
Yep.
Just like get his attention, just Avery there. And then I'm going to take a shot at the farther kobolds, the one furthest to the left. Yeah, that one.
This one here? Okay.
Yeah, with the short bow. Does that roll at advantage because they're entangled, or?
Yeah, I believe so, because they're restrained. I'm just going to look this up really quick.
Okay.
Yeah, or be restrained. So they cannot move. Attack rolls against a creature have advantage. Yep, you got advantage.
Okay. So that would be a 22 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay. Oh, 5 damage.
5 damage with the short bow.
Yes. And I roll sneak attack because I have advantage on the roll.
I will just say don't worry about it, because as soon as you're like, oh, turn over there, just falls down dead.
Perfect.
Right in the eyeball.
And that'll
As it falls down to the ground, its corpse starts getting captured in by the vines, the Entangle Spell that's underneath it. Anything else, Cole?
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. After that, Archeon.
Yes,
You
sir.
look up and hear Pollard go, Archeon, over there.
So I'm going to rage.
Yeah,
And then
I would like to rage.
to move here,
All right.
in between those two there. Can I, this is a question, can I use my great axe to swipe at both of them, one to my left and one to my right.
You
And one big swing.
cannot.
Okay.
So the attack action economy is,
Mhm.
unless it specifies, you're hitting 1 for 1. There will be some weapons or some spells that will dignify, like target multiple people for this hit.
Right.
Or when you get extra attack eventually, you can hit one with an attack and then hit the other. But for now, it's just a 1-on-1.
Okay, I'm gonna finish off the one that I already started. It's the one underneath me there.
Yeah, the one underneath you is very badly wounded, as you see like
Yeah.
blood rushing down from the back of the knee as you clipped its tendon. You can see just like parts of the hamstring like flopping about, and you can't like get up, and he's getting entangled by the vines.
Okay, so then I just have another. Where does it see here? Okay, if I use my Warhammer, which is one-handed, I can always do my Unarmed Strike. Can I do my Unarmed Strike to another character?
Yes.
Okay, so I am going to use my Warhammer on the one underneath of me.
Okay.
And let's see what we got here. Da-da-da-da-da. And
So you can roll to hit.
6.
6 unfortunately misses. As the vines are starting to kind of drag him down the ground, you kind of rush in, just swinging wildly as you're just enraged. With your fangs get a bit sharper, your fur gets a bit thicker, your mane starts popping out like just giant display of just masculine Leonin energy. You floor around with your Warhammer, bit too wild, and as the kobold's getting like brought down into the earth, it just like misses wildly. But then you go to look at the other one for the other unarmed hit.
Okay. So that one's gonna be 17.
17 definitely hits. What are you using for the unarmed?
Sorry, just the Unarmed Strike.
Okay.
Okay.
So
and
that's
then
just gonna-
a bludgeoning. Undefined 3.
So you hit him for 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So for 3, that's 2. Okay. Okay, so you go and hit wildly with the Warhammer, but it's being sucked down to the ground. It just misses, and as you just swing wildly, you just look over and just backhand the other one with this huge meaty paw that you have, and it like cracks like a part of his jaw from the sheer force of you backhanding him, and kind of spins into the other one and clunks him a little bit as the vines start grasping more and more onto their bodies, kind of keeping them stale in motion. I will say, for that Warhammer, you would have advantage on the attack because they are entangled, they are restrained, so you can roll to attack again with the Warhammer if you like.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it with the Warhammer. Do I have an option to do another weapon, or do I have to do it with the Warhammer?
It would be with that one.
Okay, let's do it again. So roll for the hit.
Yeah.
Okay, Warhammer. 17.
That does hit. Roll
Okay.
damage.
I have 2 options here for my Warhammer. One is a bludgeon. The other one is also a bludgeon. One is 1d8 plus 2. The other one is 1d10 plus 2.
Yeah, so you specified you're using the Warhammer with one hand, so that's the 1d8 damage. If you were to use it with 2 hands, that would be the 1d10.
Right, and hopefully it's something good. 9.
You literally just smoke the dude's head off of his head as the vines start to encapsulate the rest of his body as blood, just in an old kung fu movie, goes falls down as you backhand that other kobold, smacked into his other friend as the vines are still entangling them, keeping them in place. Good job there.
Boom. Oh, I
Okay.
forgot my rage was plus 2.
It's all good. You've murdered that guy really badly.
Okay.
Super
Just
dead.
kill him a little bit more, you know?
If you want to just pound him into dust, into the ground,
Pink
make
mist.
him mulch for the vines, you could.
I think you're muted.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Okay, so anything else, Aiden?
I believe that's all I can do.
That's it. Okay, good. Up next are the kobold. Was the kobold that you smushed into a million pieces. So he is done. So Arlie, it is your turn.
Okay. Let's
You just see the other ones, just the other members of your party just taking out these other kobolds as they're getting wrapped up into the vines even more. You've got 3 still standing there, and you've got advantage on the attacks.
I'm just gonna try to hit the furthest one from me.
This one here?
Standing by himself. At the
The
bottom
one down here? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll to hit.
With my longbow. Rolled a 14 to hit
That'll hit. Roll damage.
and a 5 damage.
Once again, just calmly and collectively, headshot. Headshot again. Dead on arrival. As the vine starts like scaling up, almost like the Venom symbiote suit just starts crawling up as Amara's controlling these vines one after the other, wrapping around. You see his arms just can't like get free. And before that last vine was just about to wrap through its face, this arrow just goes and the vines start wrapping around the wood of the arrow and starts going through the rest of his head. It just gets sucked into the ground.
Charlie says, "Get wrecked."
Eat it!
Sorry, I do have a quick question. This one's for Avery. What is your medicine any good there on your wisdom there?
My wisdom?
Yeah, so you see, like, it's the underneath investigation of medicine.
I've got a +2 medicine.
Okay, this is a quick question for the DM here. Does he have the option to run over there and heal the man?
So for healing, healing would be, you need like a healing potion, a healing spell, some sort of item or application to heal a person. Medicine checks are more used for, if he has a wound, is it festering? Is there poison in there? How badly is he hurt? Or if he is poisoned, could you know how to cure it? Can you figure out like the essence of what's happening? That's more what medicine checks are for.
Okay.
Yeah. But speaking of Avery, it is your turn, sir. What would you like to do?
Nice. I'm gonna run over to the one furthest from Arctreon, and draw my short sword and strike.
So, running into this patch is in the entangled area of effect.
I see.
So, I will need you to roll.
Mind.
Oh, you don't want to do that? Okay.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to, right?
Yeah, you kind of do after you kind of go in there. So I will, but you guys are pretty strong. So just do a strength saving throw really quick.
Okay, super easy to do. I'm gonna do that right now. Here we go. I'm gonna find it, and then we're gonna do it. Where is it?
So in the top left-hand side, you should see saving throws.
Top left. Top left. I see strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence. Strength.
Just below strength.
Just below strength, dexterity.
It's a square. It's a square.
No. Yeah.
So like you'll
It's a
see your
square.
player name, and then you'll see like the list of like strength, dex, con, but then right below that, there's
I've got a
square
strength.
that says saving throws.
I got a strength, intelligence, dexterity, wisdom.
So those, so you see your
saving
stats.
throws is it's a manage thing down here. That's weird. Yeah.
Oh, I just did it.
How do you...
So I clicked on the little circle next to strength. And you would have like a modifier, so you click on that little modifier.
There you go.
Yeah, you make it.
Okay, 25.
Oh yeah, you're good. So as soon as you start to race into the area of effect, the vines start to wrap around you, but you just rip it out of the ground as you just kick it off of you.
Nice.
And beeline forward towards the kobold. Just force your way through.
Cool. So now we got to roll to hit, right?
What are you hitting with?
Short sword.
Short sword, yeah. So you roll to hit.
16.
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
That's a 10.
10 points of damage?
Yes.
So once again, you go up to the kobold, and it's sort of preoccupied trying to get its legs free as the vines are starting to crawl up its body more and more. And then you start running towards it. He thinks he is scared for a minute, seeing you run towards, like, he's gonna get caught too. Screw it. And then you just hear this as the vines just snap out. He goes, You're getting closer and closer. Just stab him right in the neck. And he is super dead. One kobold left. Anything else you'd like to do?
It's the end of my turn.
All right. So after that, so many dead kobolds. Would be the last kobold, and he wants to get the fuck out of here really quick. So he's gonna roll a strength saving throw and try to get out of being restrained. It's 14, right?
Yes.
Nope. He's just like he's just like freaking out as you've just murdered all of his comrades. He's trying to get out of the vines as they're just slowly creeping up on him. But he cannot go anywhere. After that, we come to Amara.
Yay! Okay, so I don't know how many feet away from him I am.
From the enemy?
Yeah.
You are around 40 feet.
Oh, heck. How far am I from that man?
From the
injured
dad?
person? Yeah.
You are 45.
Okay, I can heal him. So I'm just gonna like whisper a healing word. And heal him. So that's a 1d4 plus my casting spell modifier. Where do I find the modifier for that?
Let me see.
Oh, 1d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
Okay. I healed him.
So
that's also my bonus action, by the way. What?
That was your bonus? Okay, how much total healing did you give him?
5 health points.
5, okay. Good. That's your bonus action to do that, so you
Yes.
still have your action. You could release the Entangle Spell if you wished.
Nah.
The kids help mommy, no! You're like, fuck it. They'll be fine.
Does it take an action to like does it count if I take out my crossbow and try to shoot at him?
That's an action to attack.
All right. I'm gonna do that then.
Okay.
All right.
So taking out the crossbow, kind of snipe this dude. You have advantage on the hit.
Yes. Where do I find the thing to roll for?
So beside, next to your weapon, there'll be a section that's like the modifier right beside it. This is to hit above it. There's a modifier to hit, and then there's the damage modifier.
Weird. To hit, I don't know where I'm looking for that.
So here, I'll bring mine up really quick. So with your weapons, you see your short bow, your long bow.
Yeah.
Okay. So beside the weapon, it'll say range, and then hit DC. It should say like a +4, +5, and then damage beside that. So you want to touch the one under the hit column.
Why does it not let me? Weird. I brought up. Do you go to equipment?
So
Oh,
you
no.
should on your tabs here.
Yeah.
There's all attack action.
Yes.
Press all,
Uh-huh.
and then under that'll say attack and have your weapons.
Yes.
Yeah, and then so you should see short bow, long bow, and they'll say range, and then after that it'll say hit DC.
I am not seeing that.
You might have to click active in your equipment on the equipment the weapon you're trying to use. If you haven't done that already.
That might be so go to your equipment tab, Amara,
Yes.
and then scrolling down so you see like shield, daggers, all that stuff. Scroll down till you see the short bow, and check to see if that box isn't checked.
It looks like it is. Weird.
Is there a red little dot inside the square?
Yes.
Okay, then it's selected. So then go back up to the tab that says actions.
Yes.
And then underneath that, you should see it.
This is very weird. I don't know why I don't see that.
Meryl, if you want, I'll just share my screen and show you my Discord.
Sure.
Here, I'll bring up yours too.
Yeah, I'm very confused.
That's all good. This is the first
Yeah.
section we're doing, guys. So it's all gravy. But as I'm looking at your sheet, Amara, so you have attacks, primary savagery.
Meryl, right here.
What? I don't have those.
Okay, so go see where I'm at here. The
Yes.
action.
Uh-huh. All.
Okay. And these you should have them here.
It's not. I'm looking at her sheet. It's not on there either.
Yeah.
Let me see. Equipment. Crossbow bolts you have selected. You don't have a short bow in your inventory. You have crossbow bolts, but you don't have a short or long bow.
That's weird. Okay, because it did say that I could have one.
Right, but maybe you just didn't select one.
I bet you one of the
Weird.
woodland creatures stole it.
That's what it was.
We
that,
were talking
Those
about-
rabbits.
rabbit.
That's why they want to hang out with you.
Exactly.
Free equipment.
You said I was 40 feet away.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? I'll move my character. Is that an action to move?
Movement is a free action.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and because it's 5 feet away, I am going to do my primal savagery and hit him.
Okay, you're gonna have to make a strength saving throw because you are also in your own entangled spell.
I love that. I suck. I did 3.
It was a 3.
Oh
No.
Oh, no.
So you are restrained, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can't attack. Restrained just means that your speed is 0. So
Okay.
you can't physically move. You can attack,
Okay.
but your attack will be at disadvantage because the vines are now wrapping around you, and it's making it hard for you to hit things. So you can attack; it'll just be at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. Okay, so you'll just see me have grow long fingernails and just swipe at him.
Okay. So yeah, roll 2 attacks and take the lesser of the 2.
2 attacks. So I do 1d10 acid damage.
The hit, not attack.
Yeah, so you got to roll to hit first, and then if you hit him, then you roll the damage. So
where is that roll? I'm so confused.
So for
I
your
do not see it.
primary savage, are you doing an unarmed strike?
No, the primal savagery one.
Right. So make a melee attack on a creature 10 feet. So yeah, so you say range self, then hit +6. So you want to tap that +6, and that's your roll to hit.
Tap the. There we go.
Yeah. So you want to roll that, but you're
gotta-
rolling at disadvantage because
Uh-huh.
you're in vine. So you're gonna roll it twice, and whatever the lower number was, that's the one you take. So roll the first one, and what was the number?
22, and then the second is 10.
10. So you got to take the lesser one. So
10.
unfortunately, you rolled disadvantage. You rolled 22, which is awesome, but then you rolled again. It was 10. So unfortunately, you miss. As you run in, you're like, "I'm gonna take this last one out!" And then as soon as you get your entangled spell, oh, wait! I just stop it for a god! And you try to go swipe it, but the vine starts wrapping around your hand. You're like, "Wait, listen! I'm controlling you!" And you just having an argument with yourself as the vines are wrapping around you now, and you can't seem to touch the kobold you're trying to get after with these long fingernails that just came out of your hand. But that will take us to the top of the round with Apollo.
Okay, how high up am I?
You're probably 30 feet up.
Can I take my rapier and just jump down and kind of impale the kobold on the rapier? Just directly on top of him.
Yeah, for sure. You'll have advantage on that as well because he's restrained.
Yeah. That would be a 16 to hit.
16 hits. Roll damage. And I'll give you sneak attack damage if you like because I think it's dope, but I don't think you'll need it.
It does come on advantage, so that would be 15 damage.
The rest of you see Amara trying to struggle to scratch this last kobold to death as the vines are holding back her hands and it's becoming a bit awkward. Avery, you're pretty much beside this thing. You'd be able to kick off these vines and you're just looking to your left as Amara's like, ah! You're just standing there like, what? And also like, Arlie, you're looking at this too, just a little bit confused. Same with Arctreon, you're kind of looking around like, and you're just standing there, just slow-mo. This druid's trying to scratch and get at this kobold. Then all of a sudden, you just see Apollo dive down from the top of the roof with the rapier. Just stab it right in the head, through the throat. The rapier comes down through the jaw, figuratively just caps off the top with the handle and plummets it into the ground. Dead. There's just like a little explosion of blood and sinew as he just jumps down on top of it. Dead.
Awesome.
So you have successfully murdered your first set of kobolds. Congratulations. And it's here, everyone, that I think we will take our first break.
Nice.
So, it's a good place to take a pause there. So for everyone still watching, thank you all so very much. I'm sorry for those that were trying to watch it on my stream. I'm an idiot, and it didn't work. But we were able to put to link the other Twitch channels in the chat. So hopefully you guys had a good surge of people coming over to check it out for yourself. But yeah, so we're going to take like 10, 15 minutes or so just to stretch the legs, refill the drinks, and we will be right back to see where we go next, guys. Thank you all very much. We'll see you in a little bit.
Perfect.
I don't.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna stretch my legs for a second. But yeah, we'll come back. It's like 5:46 PST my time. So like in 10 minutes, we'll be good to go again.
Oh.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, same. This is very dope. This is very dope.
Right? This is so fun. I'm like, when is the break over? Let's get back.
I don't feel bad because I like left while Meryl was figuring her thinking out. I was like, I'm gonna go pee because I don't know when we're having a break. Sure enough, I
Aw.
sit back down 5 minutes later. Hey, we're gonna go on break. I'm like, shit.
Rip.
Ah, fuck. Come on, you know me. Leonins don't have patience. Oh, they're actually Celtic beads.
Those are awesome.
I don't know if it's hard to let me get into it a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Aiden, did you heal your character?
Yeah, I saw that. I don't
know
think you.
Oh, I am.
I have
Press-
no
Sorry,
idea what
guys.
you're talking about.
Just press long rest at the top.
Thank you for the follow, JP.
It'll heal you because it
Jed.
says.
Who was that?
I was
JP
looking
Jedi
on the Justice
15.
screen. It
Thank you
says
for the
you're still at
follow.
10
I appreciate
HP
it.
from when we were testing stuff out.
But yeah, I eat bread
Oh,
probably
yeah, do I
like
hit
every
heal
morning
just
for
in general?
breakfast. Not every morning, but I'll have
well,
like a
you can
protein
put- you
bagel
just
or
put
I'll
in
have
four.
a piece of toast.
You can, yeah, either way, because you didn't. I don't think you used any racial abilities or anything that needs, special treatment. You
Rick
can just long rest-
3193,
long rest
thank you for gifting a sub to Rivers
but I was looking at
Zebra.
that, I was
I
like,
appreciate.
none of us
Also,
took
River
damage,
Zebra's
so
a
why
really
is
cool
he
name, by the
damaged?
way.
It didn't change
Quincy
anything.
should really make like a guest appearance in this. That would be really cool.
What's your
Love
health
all
at
of
the
the
It says that
gift
it's
sub
10, but my
hype.
max is 14.
Heck yeah.
So just put in 4 into that slot and hit heal,
Okay.
because that was from our damage left over from our test fight. I don't think any of us took damage from that.
Not
No,
one of us did.
Well, he didn't because they were
Connor.
all entangled, right? So they didn't get
Yeah.
a chance.
Meryl hooked us
Oh,
up with that
Quincy is
entanglement
Quincy. I don't know
spell.
what Quincy is exactly, what his race and everything is, but Quincy should come in and be a guest at some point for this campaign. That would be so cool.
Absolutely.
We
We
got
stopped
that
at
extra
Quincy's
spot.
Tavern.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
We
no!
got that extra
I-
spot.
I don't
want
want to volunteer him too much. I know he's very busy, but
Well, we can ball and tell him.
Yeah,
So-
voluntold.
I
Yeah.
can hear you guys. He's in my chat.
Good.
You're joining us.
Good.
He knows I tease.
I'm gonna call. I'm gonna make a call here. Say Quincy's half elf.
Half elf.
I feel like that works.
Bard. He's a bard. I think he's a bard.
With the long, flowing, majestic.
Thank you,
locks
Abby,
and
I
the-
appreciate
I'm
it.
just saying.
I'm just picturing a sea of
Yeah, Batman. All the freaking hype.
hype.
All right.
Love to see
He
it.
is a half-elf bard artificer.
Called it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I knew
He
it.
actually, one of the first one-shots I did for my channel when I was doing my D&D content full time, like this time last year, he was a part of one of the first Dicecream one shots that I did. That was kind of like this series of one shots that was stringed together to make this really cool story. And he was a part of a heist story that he did. This was like last year in like April, I think. But it was great. It was so much fun. We played for 8 hours, like a whole like 8-hour long session. I think we had like 200, 300 people live watching us in that stream. It was insanity.
No big deal.
So good.
It was really fun playing with him when I was in that. He and I both played in one of your campaigns one time. It was super fun.
That's right, because I think he came for the second one.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Cool. I'm really loving this look you got
going. With the ice.
The big battle, yeah.
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Oh my god, it was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
So much fun.
Alright.
Okay.
Get one of those massaging things in the chair.
Oh yeah.
Like a vibrating chair.
Yeah, why not?
The full like mall Brookstone massage chair.
So now,
Yeah, I rolled a 20 or something. I don't
for
know.
our roll 20 screen, I'm going to be changing it up to
Ooh.
a different map.
Oh, nice.
So we're just like, we got to get the fuck out of here.
So you had your fight, and you guys said you were trying to get to the keep. So now I'm gonna change it. I'm changing it right now to the green nest map of the town. So you'll have to terrain around and see how you can get there. So I just changed
Captain Jack, we freaking wiped
What's
the
up, Simba?
floor with some kobolds.
Simba!
Absolutely
Simba!
destroyed them. It was pretty cool. You got to go back and check the playback on that one. It was pretty awesome. Had some hand axe
Not
throws
me being like,
and,
what if Simba was a guest character too?
and some like dive,
And he
diving
was also,
like, stabs.
yes.
What if his role-playing
pretty
character
sick.
was also Simba?
Oh, snap. Like the actual Simba.
Long
But young
live
Simba.
the king. I
Just
saw
be
some
one of,
TikTok
like,
recently of
Archeon's
like
friends.
that happening with some cats, and it was the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen. Okay. How's everyone feeling?
Feeling great.
Yeah?
Good to
Yeah.
go.
Good.
I apologize if I'm constantly snacking. I seriously do apologize.
No,
You're
I'm-
Leonin. You're raging. It's a very draining business. You got to keep hydrated.
Gotta save the
You gotta keep
gains,
your-
man.
Gotta get your energy up. Okay.
Simba says walks into tavern with a great credit score and an AK-47. Where the wench is at? A great credit score. What? Oh.
Okay. So, I am good to continue. Jessica, I'm hosting your stream right now, so at least anyone in my
Oh,
channel,
cool.
like, oh, Kevin's an idiot and fucked up. Now it's on
Oh
there.
no.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, got that. Okay, so yeah, I'm good to go back when you guys are ready.
I was
Ready.
born ready.
Ready to go.
Boom, ready. Okay. So I guess are we back there right now, or?
Yeah.
Oh, we are. Okay, hey.
Yeah.
And we're back. Usually on our streams on Dicecream, on the Dicecream Twitch channel, we'll have like a little break screen, and then my creative partner is like doing the tech by the screen. So he's like, "All right, we're ready for break. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and we're back. We just been here the whole time. We don't need to effing do that." Okay, so back from break. We will put the very anxiety-inducing music on. There we go. And so for those of you still watching, thank you very much. Thank you for letting us take a break right there to stretch the legs and continue on with this adventure. But we have changed our Roll20 map, configured it around. So we went from having an awesome battle with the kobolds. So now we're on a map that's more of the map of Green Nest itself, and where our heroes here are trying to make their way back to the keep of Green Nest, this kind of fortified castle structure in the center of the village. But you all recently just took out 8 kobolds in fantastic fashion. You were able to healing word Amara, the dad who had a wound in its side and it was looking pretty distraught. So as you said those words under your breath, you see the wound start to kind of close through the piece of material, and the blood that was kind of running down the side, down the leg, starts to kind of roll back up and into the wound. You can see his face visibly is like from a kind of a gaunt white and becomes more color and more red and more life to it. So he starts to get up from the ground. I assume you've taken down the Entangle spell now?
Yes.
So as the kids are like, so freaking out, the vines start to unravel from the kids and the dad, and the kobolds who are all like wrapped into the ground, just fastened down to the grass, are now moving away from them. And you see these dead kobold corpses kind of on the ground. But in the distance, from where you are, as you're kind of helping the family to their feet, you can see the horizon from the village all around you. More smoke plumes are coming up all over the place. That onslaught of raiders or whatever these people are, you're not even sure, have now spread out through all over the village. So you hear random cries of people around you breaking glass, screams, more hues of orange going down with flames erupting as it's now getting into kind of dusk as afternoon's kind of passed. And the family kind of gets up, and the woman who was fending off the kobolds with just a single shield and a spear looks at you all and says, who are you? Who are you?
Just
We're friends.
Just calm down.
What did you do to my kids? What was those things?
Nothing. I'm sorry. We have a weirdo with us. She does that sometimes. They're not injured. It's fine. Here, is the dad still injured? Can he like walk? Does he look fine now?
He's slowly getting back up. Yeah, he was healed to full. So you see him just kind of like touching his body, and like, what the hell just happened?
I'm gonna take out a dagger, flip it to the blade, and hand him the hilt of the dagger, and just be like,
take this, protect your kids, help protect your kids, and I'm gonna all right, we need to go. Come with us, follow us. I'm so sorry for Amara here. As you can see, little crazy. She healed your husband. It's fine. We are going to the keep. That's the safest place for you. It's the most fortified place in the town. Let's go. Kind of start walking.
We're gonna take that.
The mothers look at as Apollo's saying that the mother's like kind of contemplating this. The dad's like holding the dagger you just gave him and just like, we have no other option. We have to get to the keep. It's the safest place in town.
from like 10 feet away, I'm just gonna shout, "There's a fucking dragon! Come!"
Wait, there's a what? And like looking up, is like freaking out. And from that initial blue dragon attack from earlier, you look up, and as the sun's kind of setting and it's getting a bit dimmer in light, that shadow of the dragon is still like around the banquette. Every so often you see it swooping down, and a big crash bang happens as it bulldozes its way through an enclave of villagers and such. But as you said, go to the keep. We gotta go to the keep. The rest of you, what would you like to do?
Is there a limit to how much weight I can carry? Like, how would I know?
There is a certain amount of weight. It would be in your character sheet, but what specifically did you want to try and carry?
I wanted to just like try and scoop up the kids.
Scoop up the kids?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you. My back.
You certainly can. Carrying the child, though, it will give you disadvantage on attack rolls. Just because you'll be holding the kid in one hand, so it'll make it a bit harder for you to attack things, but you can definitely...
I have them on my back, like on my little animal back.
Oh, that's right, because you are a centaur. They could ride you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow that. So if you want to just like tell them to get up on your back, you can.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right,
just like
so-
help them up then.
Grab them and just put them up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, so Avery and Arcturion, are you agreeing that they should come with you guys to the keep with you?
I
Yes.
think so.
Okay.
Arcturion's like, I don't know.
I'm just like,
They're just like, no, close one.
Faster alone, further together.
Okay, so as they're just like, we gotta go. We'll take, like Apollo's just like, we'll take you with us. We'll go. We gotta get out of here. That dragon's still around here. And they're just like, they don't know what to do. They're shocked, and they're just like, okay, the keep is the safest place here. We gotta go. And then Amarax is like, I'll help you with the kids. The kids like, no. that just like freaked out at you because could see you like controlling that Entangle Spell. So they're a little like kind of afraid of you at this point. But the mom with the spear just like gives the dad the spear, the shield, says, enough of this shit, come here, and just like picks them both up and goes over to Arlie and just sets them one after the other on your centaur fawn back. So they're able to hold on, like, hold on, don't go, keep your head down, and we'll get out of this. Okay, mom, okay. And they just like kind of hug like the body part of the centaur, and the other kid is holding on to the back of that one. They just put their hands down and they're just holding on to you. So as that happens, the dad holding like this dagger and a spear and a shield, just like it just feels like really uncomfortable with it. The mom goes back to him, just give me that. Don't cut yourself with that thing. You good? You ready to go? And the mom's looking at you, Paulo, since you're the one kind of directing traffic here, it seems.
That's good. Looking to everyone else. Does everyone else seem ready to go? I mean,
Let's go.
All right,
Okay.
let's go. Just start booking it for the center, I guess.
Okay, so as you see on your map, you do recognize from earlier, because you've been here for a day, that you're probably heading more west from where you are towards the keep. So at this point, this is you trying to traverse through this town with multiple enemies very much around you, trying to figure out what's the best route to get there. So from here, you can try to just run as fast as you can, barrel straight through. You could try to be stealthy, try to sneak your way and make yourselves not seen by anyone to try to not get entangled in another battle. It's up to you, really.
Can I stealthily kind of go a little bit ahead of the party and just kind of be a scout,
A lookout?
like 20,
Yeah.
30 feet ahead? Yeah.
You sure can.
Just kind of stealthily going so they can move.
All right, so you're going to roll stealth and be as a scout. Did the rest of you want to roll stealth as well and try to keep yourselves hidden and like quiet as all the chaos is going on?
Sure.
Or did you want to just like, fuck it, balls to the walls and just run?
Sure, we
Good
can.
for either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can be stealthy. We're trying not to draw attention to us. We got little kids.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this stealth.
Okay, so Apollo will dart up ahead a little bit. You'll all roll stealth, and I'll roll stealth for the family. For the family.
Wait, do I see any other kids around me, by the way?
Just these ones immediately. You
Okay.
can hear various screams and rustling. You see various villagers and other families kind of running around the distance. It's just chaos. Like I said, Dothraki have raided the village. Fire. Everyone's running around. You see multiple humanoids and kobolds like kicking down front doors of shops and homes and just coming out with like jewels and gold and whatever they can carry, looting different people, murdering different people. It's chaos everywhere. But immediately you don't see any families per se.
Okay.
Okay. What did you all get for stealth?
15.
18.
18, 18.
15?
18, 18, 6. 15, Amara?
Oh, I got 15.
15, okay. So as you start to make your way forward, Apollo kind of darts ahead of the crew. Apollo, you can move your token ahead 30 feet if you like. Which will be around there.
How can I? I can't click on it.
You gotta change it to your from the pan to the select move.
Yeah, so on the right-hand side, you see those little markers? You see an arrow?
It is. It's on the right one. I just can't click on any of the icons.
Oh, weird. Try to refresh the page.
Yeah, I can't click
Sometimes
on mine
it
either.
actually
I
will be a
can
little
try to
weird.
refresh.
Yep. Rejoining.
I had to do that earlier too. I had to refresh the page to like connect to it. How's that, Cole?
Still joining. Sorry.
That's a good.
Same.
Bump, 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 bump,
Oh,
bump.
okay. Yeah, I still can't click the icons.
Weird. Okay, well I can move it for you. That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll just do that for now. So I moved you 30 feet forward. So the rest of you, good and stealthy, starting to make your way forward. You're kind of avoiding most of most of what's going on here, and Arlie, as the kids kind of go up and get on your backside, they kind of grab your fur a little too tight from your fawn body. You go like, oh, you just kind of like wince a little bit as they're just holding on for dear life. You kind of look around to see if anyone heard you, but fortunately everyone rolled high, so you are all good. So from here, we're gonna go. So we'll have an order of movement here. So Amara.
I cannot move mine either. I think this is locked for players for some reason.
Can't move mine either.
So you might have to do that for all of us.
All right, let me see here. Maybe it's, oh, you know what? It's because I changed maps. So that's on me. Sorry, guys. So Cole, you should move yours now.
Yeah, I got it.
There we go. Sorry, guys. I had to put everyone's name in.
Mine works now.
For control! Boom, boom. You get a player. You get a player. Everyone gets a player. All right, so you guys should have control of your people now. So another thing you want to figure out just last minute is when you're kind of going in a direction here, especially in intense moments, you want to figure out configuration of your group. Who's like in front, who's in the middle, who's in the back, kind of thing.
Archeon and I are up front.
Okay.
Because we're the hand-to-hand fighters.
Okay.
I'm like in the middle-ish.
Okay, so we'll say like this.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in the middle. Yeah. You want to be in the very back? Okay. So we'll get the mom up behind Archeon. You are in the back here. The dad is here. So we'll do something like that. Okay. So all stealthily going through the town as you just, again, hear those loud crashes and bangs from all around you. With Apollo leading the way. Apollo, where would you like to go next?
Do I remember, like, if there are any kind of, like, secret roads or just smaller, less traveled roads to the keep? Or do we have to take, like, kind of the main way?
Well, the road kind of splits off in a couple different ways, but make a survival check really quick.
15.
15. So looking at this fork in the road, as you get closer, I'll reveal some more parts of the map to you. So this road kind of forks off a little bit. And then you see kind of some ways going here. So there's one kind of main road stretched straight ahead, and then off to your to the left side there's a couple side streets. The tower, the castle is like pretty high above the skyline of like cottages and things. So you can see that like turning into your left to this side street is probably going to get you there a little bit faster.
Okay, then I'm going to kind of go, I don't know how far I can move here, but if I can get to like here and then just kind of like turn around, make sure everyone sees me, point down this road.
Yeah, everyone would be able to see you. You can move for this. This is kind of not combat. This is more skill check travel. So you can move as far as your movement speed allows. But you can move as far ahead as you want, really, in these kind of conditions. But you want to be careful, obviously, because you're going into territory that, you know, people might surprise you or things like that. But you don't really have too much of a hindrance on how far you can go, per se. But you want to keep people kind of close to you, too. So he's moving up. Is that kind of where you want your first point to be and let everyone catch up?
Yeah, I think I'm going to wait here for everyone to kind of get a bit closer, and then I'll go down first.
Okay. So the rest of you, if you want to move your tokens closer to Apollo there. So one at the other, you're kind of following up behind. Move them over here. Okay, so you're in this fork in the road. What would you like to do from this point?
I'm going to turn everyone and go, okay, this way. I remember from earlier. This way we go a little bit faster, okay? Just no time, come. No time, come. And I'm just going to sprint down this way.
No time to explain. Okay. Hop on.
Yeah, just let's go.
Get. Okay, so you're all making your way down that way towards Apollo. So you're getting to this crux over here. I'll reveal more of the map to you. How far can you see again, Apollo? Do you have dark vision or anything like that?
I do have dark vision of 60 feet. Yeah.
60 feet. Okay. So it is getting a bit dimmer light, but it's not dark necessarily. But with your vision there, Apollo, you do make something out at this range just barely.
Okay.
As you come down here, you can make out just from the corner of this building here that you can see I'm pointing to on the map. You could make out the slight configuration of a human of some kind. It's kind of hard to make it out at this point, the details. You just see kind of the sliver of a midriff behind the corner of a building, and you see the arms doing, like an arm coming out of the sliver of the building going.
Okay. 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 Turn around, point to Arctreon. Come, there's help. We need to help this person. Come with me, Avery. You guide them down this way. Okay, be careful. And
All right.
then I'm gonna see if I can get Ark with me and kind of have him point up. Like I'm gonna point up the road and just let him see what's happening, and then like crush him. And just
Hulk smash.
yes, Hulk smash. And then if I can, I'd like to get it to a point where we can kind of ambush. So if I could possibly get like on top of this building and kind of work my way down, so the moment Ark comes around that corner, I can also be there as like Overwatch kind of thing.
Okay, so
we
you
engage at the same time.
Right, so you go over to Arctreon and be like, Arctreon, there's people over here. Are you letting the other party members know what's going on as well, or are you just
I
talking
shouted to Avery, the one at the tip, to kind of stay with the party and guide them, while Ark and I go ahead.
So you're all the other party is staying there, in the middle of this road.
Guide them down to the.
We're slowly
the middle
making
of
our way
this
down.
crossroad. Yeah.
Okay, so
we're
move
running
your.
ahead.
Okay, so just move your tokens down to where you want everyone to be at this point.
Yeah. So where Amara is perfect. Just kind of in the middle of that road, waiting for Ark and I to
Okay.
kind of surprise.
Okay, so we got everyone kind of making their way down there.
That way we have three kind of protecting the kids and the family, and then if it's only one guy, Ark and I should be able to quickly.
Okay, so Jess, I'll just move your character down here as well. And then, so Arctreon, are you situated right there?
I am. Yeah, that's.
So Apollo, I'm gonna have you make an athletics check to climb up the side of the building.
Can I do acrobatics if I do it
Well,
fancily?
you got nothing to vault off of. There's no wagons or anything around here, unfortunately. So this is gonna be you just scratching up on top of the
Natural
the
20.
Whoa!
Hey.
So Jesus, so the rest of you, as Apollo's kind of signaling to you guys, like, Arctreon, come here, you, stay with the family. I see something. He kind of just like gets on all fours and crawls over and just climbs up off the side of the house here. As Arctreon, you're still staying there, kind of waiting for his next signal. Are you getting closer to that edge, Apollo?
Yeah, I'm gonna be. Let's see, we got here. Let me guess which is.
And I'm gonna have you roll another stealth check.
Me?
Okay, should I do? I'm gonna do that before I do my move.
Right now, I'm getting Apollo to use stealth
Oh,
because
sorry.
he's right up on there, and then I'll get to you guys next for your next set.
Sorry, I heard Arctreon.
Yeah, no worries. I might have said it too. I'm stupid.
I think you did. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like,
Apollo. So Apollo, yeah. So you're
26.
26. Silent as the grave, as one would say. So you're on top of the little barn there, and you're making your way. Are you going to peer over the edge here to see how many people there might be, or is it just the one guy?
So yeah, if I can get to kind of this point, I don't know if they can see me from this point, like what that roof.
Well,
angle.
you're super stealth right now, so you're just like slowly creeping over.
So if I can see what's happening there, and then kind of I have my short bow out, and I'm just gonna take a shot the moment they see Ark.
Right.
Come around that corner.
You see 6 of these individuals behind this barn, and they're all situated in like adventuring gear, heavy leather straps. Some of them are wearing these really strange masks of some kind that kind of drape down to just above their nose, kind of light and silvery, covers like half their face, and these sort of massive spikes kind of waving up past their forehead and spiking up. There's like 6 of them wearing these weird masks, and the rest of them are wearing these adventuring gears with short swords and short bows and stuff. And they're towering over a group of villagers over here. And again, I'll reveal this area to you a bit more since you're on top there. So you can start to see the keep from where you are. It's not that far from where you are currently.
Okay.
But you see them in that motion you saw from the elbow going up. He's stabbing one of the villagers. Just...
Okay. And it looks like he's already like the villager he's stabbing is done. Like there's no. Okay. Do I recognize the masks that they're wearing, or the helmets, or whatever this fixture is on their face?
Roll a history check.
Uh, 11.
11. Hard to tell from this range and this adrenaline pumping kind of scenario. Kind of looking down, it looks really shittily made. Like it looks like a weird party mask that someone just like slapped on themselves. Like might be made out of metal, might be made out of some weird material. It's hard to say at this point. It looks like someone just slaps them together. Maybe they're bandits. Maybe they wrapped it around their heads to keep their identity covered. It's hard to tell at this point.
Okay, can I just turn around and I don't know if I can, because I'm assuming Ark is looking at me.
Yep.
Okay, so I just turn around and just go. Come on,
Six on one. I got him.
stealthily signal that there's a lot of people.
I am gonna have first. I'm gonna have Archeron make an intelligence check, just really quick, to see if he knows what he's doing.
How to
And-
count the fingers.
You just see Archeron go.
Wait, since I'm
Apollo,
next to
Yeah,
him,
like-
can I roll 2?
Apollo, make a charisma check.
Just straight charisma.
Yeah.
Got 10.
Oh gosh, can I roll as
17.
well because I'm right next to him?
For you to see what he's
Yes.
doing, explain.
Yeah.
Sure. Make an intelligence check.
Where do I see this? I'm so dumb.
The very top.
Wait, no, it didn't let me click. 7.
So Archeron and Amara, you see Apollo on the top of this barn just going,
Mental
Just
note,
like
work on
doing-
hand signals.
random hand signals, and you're just like,
Oh my
just have no idea what you're doing. But you're doing it very well, but they have no idea what you're doing.
Okay. I'm gonna take. Can I take a quick shot at the guy nearest to the villagers, and then try and like duck out of the way so they don't know where it came from? Like short bow shot. And...
Arrows are falling from the sky again.
Exactly. It's a raid. Who knows what's going on?
Wait, would Avery and I have not been able to see him from here, or?
So when Apollo was sort of close to you and signaled to you, he said, Archeron, come here. Avery, Arlie, stay with the family. I gotta go check something out. So you can assume that he's scouting something, but you don't. From that distance, you're not really sure, like how many people are around there or who they are necessarily. You can see him on top of the barn. And he's just like sneakily looking over to the edge, checking
But just
something
now,
out.
all of his hand motions, we didn't see that.
Were you? I guess you would all be kind of. If he told you he was going to the bar, you'd all see him. So yeah, I'll have Arlie and Avery. You can make intelligence checks too.
All right.
Okay.
Will you
Please
get a
save us.
load of this guy, Arcturion, eh?
7.
What'd
I
you
got
get?
11.
Yeah,
He
all
got
of us are
seven, I
just
got
like,
11.
what?
What are you doing?
So wait, Avery got 7. Amara, you got 7. Archeon, you got
What did I get?
11?
10.
10.
Nine.
And Arlie, you got 11.
Yeah.
So you all go up, and he's just like, but it's hard to like, you don't know each other that well. You haven't like hung around that much. So unfortunately, you're just looking at him. He's like, obviously, you could probably just, all of you looking at him, you can surmise that like something bad, but you're not able to be like, he's not able to hand signal like, there are 6 people down here with swords and bows, and watch out. So he's obviously like worked up about something, and you can notice that.
Is it possible to just like?
But you want to take the shot.
Yeah, I want to take a shot and then just like kind of get enough out of put the roof in between me and them so they can't hit me like with a retaliatory shot.
I will tell you my favorite phrase as a DM. You can certainly try.
I would like to.
Okay. So take your shot.
Okay. Do I have advantage because I don't know I'm here?
Yeah,
Like I'm
you're
stealth?
stealthily. You're.
Okay. That would be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and then that will be 10 damage.
10 damage, and it was a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
It's this one you're hitting.
Yep.
So as it goes and kind of stabs that villager beneath him, you can make these are kind of like more. These are adults. They're not kids. So there's 2. There were 2 men and one woman, just in like villager garb. Don't look like they're a part of any like government officials or anything. But you see that one cultist just stab one, and they're all 2 are like on the ground on their backs, like freaking out. And all of a sudden, pew! Just like blood starts pouring out of his mouth and falls down. The other 5 cultists, shh, what the fuck? What?
Stealth.
So you rolled for your stealth. You rolled what again?
Oh god, I rolled like 26.
26.
The first time when I got
Yeah.
up on the thing.
So you're stealthing over, and then you're trying to stealth back. So just do a quick stealth check for me.
Okay. That will be a 26 again.
Yeah. So they're like, huh. They look up, there's nothing there. They look behind them, there's nothing there. The shot kind of came, like from where you are, you kind of had a good sort of back angle to it, especially if you're like laying down low and kind of sniper shotting it. So it doesn't look like top down, it came from up. It would be more like came from that way. Maybe even like from there. So from that distance, it could have come from a lot more varied location. So they're just like, huh, huh. But they know someone took a pot shot at them, and they're very much on their toes.
That is fine. And then if I can get, I like, my goal here is to just kind of run back here where they can't see me, but my party can see me, and just from the top of the building, just go 5 bad guys. Help! One of you stay with the kids. And then I'm
Okay.
gonna run back over.
I'm going to get the rest of you to roll stealth checks really quick. I'm going to roll for the kids as well. Okay. Avery,
21.
Arlie,
6.
Amara,
Did not roll yet. I'm still
Okay.
looking for it again.
So it should be in that list of skill with like Arcana, Acrobatics.
Towards the bottom.
Oh, it's towards the bottom. That's why I did not see it. All right.
There you go.
A 5.
Okay. Archeon,
I got a 12.
you got a 12.
I got 12.
So Arlie failed, Amara failed, the kids failed, and so that would be 4 failures, and there's 3, 4, 5, 6. So actually, I got to roll to see if anyone hears you. Damn. How? You are fucking defective. I got 4 4s in a row. I got 3 4s in a row. So no, as soon as that happens and there's a big loud crash from the dragon as it swipes in a bit closer than usual towards you and smacks out another nearby cottage. The kids on your back, Arlie, and they start screaming a little bit and kind of tighten up around your fur again. You're like, oh, and you just kind of wince again as you're just like holding on for dear life. And Amara, you get a little spooked as well, but the loud crash of the dragon swooping down and hitting another building muffled out the noises that you guys had. So you look around, you can, again, off in the distance, you see things happening, you see these raids still continuing, but no one seems to have caught your attention yet. But you see Apollo up in there, 5, yeah, a bit easier to try to figure out what he's doing as he says like 5 out at you. So you can, it's safe to assume that there are people probably behind the barn that are not good. So
okay, so we just know that there's 5 people behind there. Should probably go attack, but also keep our friends safe.
Yes.
Okay, so then I look to Amara.
Hello.
Hi.
You want me to do the thingy? The thingy?
I'm wondering if our can she do that from here?
The thingy?
Well, she has. So for the Entangle Spell, she has a range of where she can put it. It's like an area of effect.
Mhm.
But, I mean, she has to kind of see where she's putting it as well. So right now they're behind the barn. So for her to put that spell onto that group of people, she'd have to get around to be able to have line of sight and then put it down there.
If everybody's cool, I'm straight up just gonna rage. Wait, hold on. I'm just straight up
You're
gonna...
still raging, I believe.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh,
Rage. I think your rage is still up, Archeon, from
It
before.
was for the
Last
full
one.
minute. It was for 10 rounds.
For 10 rounds, right. So right now, you guys, like, running. So that whole round of combat, I think it took 2 rounds to complete. So that was 2 minutes. You getting from probably this point was probably like another 3 minutes. It's like all this is happening super fast. Like you guys are booking it, like being stealthy, trying not to cause attention. So I'd say you probably have like 4-ish minutes left of it.
Okay, so then I'm going to...
Wait, 2,
1,
4, 5.
2... Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going right here.
Holy.
And I'm obviously going to take a swing at the one that's beneath me.
All right, so as you do that,
Okay.
because you're all kind of running over to position, Arlie and Avery, you're staying with the family?
I'm gonna stay.
Okay. It's probably smart for me to stay nearby. Yeah.
All right.
There's more villagers for Amara to...
Amara, that's a great spot.
No, I can, because it's like a square foot. So there's a chance that I don't get them in there. It's 20 square feet range.
So hold on. So we'll do this in order. So Apollo, you were up on the barn saying like, "There's people over here." Archeon looks at the rest of you and is like, "Do you mind if I just fucking tear these people apart? It'd be really fun for me." And be like, "Yeah, man, go, destroy, do
smash.
your thing,
Arc
smash,
smash.
exactly." So Archeon just goes, it starts running over to the cultists there, and as you're kind of running over to them, they're looking all around. I'm gonna roll a quick perception check to see if they can hear you coming as you're. So yeah, so they do notice you coming as your loud footsteps kind of run over And it's gonna so you won't have advantage, but you will get a surprise round of a hit here. So as you come in there, you'll be able to hit that dude with whatever weapon you like. Then Amara, you're getting into position. You want to try to do the Entangle Spell again?
Yes, I am going to do that again.
Am I affected by that?
That's what I'm gonna find out. So for the 20 feet radius of a square, so Amara, pretty much no matter what you do, you're gonna entangle to get all 5 of the cultists.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to risk entangling Leon and one of the villagers on the ground. Achaidh. Achaidh is pretty strong, so it's safe to say you could probably get out of it. The villager, though, would be stuck on the ground and not able to run away from the people who are killing them. So, but that's up to you to decide.
I'm gonna look at Achaidh and be like, do I? And same with Apollos. I'm gonna be like, do I? I'm gonna be like signaling.
I'm gonna point back to the
ask.
terrified kids on Arlie's back.
But the thing is, it's that they're stuck there. They don't, they can't move. But the cultists have a chance to be stuck there as well, and you get advantage for hitting them. So it's kind of one of those like.
I'm gonna ask my party.
Do we do it? Do we not? But you're welcome to have the conversation if you like.
Yes, I'm asking my party.
If you can entangle just the bottom 3, shoot it wherever it needs to be to just get the bottom 3 and the 2 villagers there, that would be enough.
That'd be pretty good, yeah.
Actually,
Instead of risking
Just the left
myself
side.
and everything like that, just to shoot it farther enough that it just gets the bottom 3 there.
But you are very strong because you have to roll above a 14, and I believe you have an advantage
I have a 14
on that.
plus 2 on my strength.
Yeah.
While you're raging, you have certain advantages.
I
believe. Let me just double check that.
Would you be able to just get everyone, including the villagers, but not Ark? Like, could you just get everyone from below?
Below?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
If you placed a spell a step down, you wouldn't get Achaidh. You would get all the cultists and 1 villager.
And 1 villager. All right. Should I do that then?
Yeah. Just,
all right. I'll do that then.
With your rage, Achaidh, so you get advantage on strength checks and saving throws. So technically, while you're raging, if you were to walk into the Entangle Spell, you would have advantage on the saving throw to get out of it. And with you having very high strength stats, the likelihood of you just like breaking out of it like He-Man Arnold style would be pretty high. And you also get +2 to your melee damage with your strength-based weapons. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage. So all of these people attacking, if they try to attack you and their weapons aren't magical, you have resistance, so you take half damage. So right now you're just you're literally the Hulk just running around, just in a rage, just bashing people about. So if you want to do that, Amara, that can certainly happen.
Yes.
All right.
So
I'm doing it again.
Okay, so
playing with vines.
With the Entangle Spell, I'm gonna just do this for you here. So do you see that? Oh, actually, I gotta make that. Boop, 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 boop. Oh no, what happened? Hold on, I can do that again. I was making a radius for the spell, but I put it on the wrong layer. Bam! There you go. Can you see it now?
Yes.
There you go. So that's the radius of your.
There we go.
So great. So Achaidh, you come around the corner, just like rage out and try to hit them with your axe.
Great axe, yes.
The great axe. And as soon as it happens, Amara, Tangle Spell comes up once again. The vines come out of your skin, out of your very veins, start wrapping around your hands and kind of make these like almost like boxing wraps around your hands. You're able to control the vines of where they go. So I'm guessing you want to entangle them before Achaidh hits them.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna have the 5 of them and the villager make the strength saving throws. Fail. 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 Fail! Fail!
Let's go.
And the villager, if this is like above a 14, Jesus Christ. Fuck you! Fuck you! You bastard bug bitch! I hate you! Yeah, the villager is entangled, but all of them are, so good job!
Oh no.
Awesome.
Perfect.
So all of these guys get wrapped up in your Entangle spell. And this villager was smart enough to, once they saw the vine start entangling these humans, the villagers went, oh, crap, and just started like crawling out of the way, so they would not be entangled. So over there.
Yay!
So great. So Archeon, you come on the corner, and you just start smashing away with your great axe. So you get advantage on this hit with the great axe,
Bomb.
and it's a +2 to the damage roll. So roll to hit first.
Roll to hit. 21.
21 definitely hits. So roll your damage.
9 plus the 2, so that is 12. Sorry, 11. My brain.
11. You go up to that guy with your great axe. Just this loud, guttural, Mufasa-like roar emits from your mouth, and they all just look around. Holy shit! And once again, vines start coming up. Like, what the fuck? Just freaking out. You take your giant great axe and woof, huge upswing, taking the great axe from the collarbone down past the chest area and just cave into the rib cage and just starts to split open slightly. It's just hanging off to the side like T2 and Terminator. Just, just in horrible pain. And the other cultists can see you through the split chest cavity of this cultist. You're just going, and they are fucking terrified.
Okay.
But that's your surprise round. They see the two of you, so we're gonna roll initiative. But this is just gonna be for Amara and Archeon, because they're in direct sight with them, and they don't even see Avery or Apollo or Arlie at the moment.
Would I have been able to run over with kind of following Ark on his path of destruction over there and kind of just follow him on top of the roof and get back to where I was? Or would I have to wait kind of over there?
So sorry, you wanted to, as he cleaved that guy in two, you wanted to go over there and also snipe a guy while he's doing it?
Before that. So when he was running over initially,
Yeah.
And Amara was also running over, could I have run over on the roof to follow them over there?
Oh, yeah. You could position yourself back over there. Yeah.
Just back where I was before. And then I'm assuming all this stuff happens and just take a shot at the guy in the back.
Okay. So as all that's going on, I'm gonna have you roll just another stealth check, because now they're like, oh, they're like looking up, they're looking all over the place. That's like all this insane stuff's happening to them.
Pretty bad. 11.
They do see you now, as you're kind of like, oh, I actually rolled high finally. So they kind of look over the edge of the barn as these vines are raking up to their mouths, and they look up and you go, woohoo! Just shoot them. So you won't get advantage on this, but
They're entangled, right?
Oh, that's right. So you don't get advantage from the sneak, but you would get advantage because they are entangled. So Archeon murdered this dude. Did you want to shoot this one?
The one in the back.
The one here?
Or the villagers. No,
One here.
Yeah.
Okay, make your hit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna quickly roll initiative for these guys.
That would be a 19 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
And that will be a 12 damage.
As Amara cuddles with Apollo.
Who's my good Apollo?
In the background, you just hear just screams coming from the direction of where your friends just ran over to. As the kids are just like, what's happening? What are these people? Just like, it's okay. Shh, it's fine. Just relax. It's okay. So you go down and Apollo, you see that one guy look up at you. Right in the eye again as the vines just wrap around his face. That guy is dead. Or actually, no, he's far away from you now. So that actually comes from the back of the head. So you shoot the other guy, and as he's kind of creeping over the villager, his legs get entangled by the vines, and this arrow just goes straight through from the other side. As the villager's looking on, going, oh! Just like freaking out, because it's hard to distinguish between this raid that's going on and you. They're not wearing, again, uniforms or any distinguishing colors. They're just wearing like adventuring gear, much like how you guys are. But that one bit the dust. So I'll get Apollo in this initiative roll as well. So for the three of you, or for Amara and Arcturion and Apollo, so 25-20. No? Okay. 20.
I have to roll for what? Initiative?
Initiative, yeah. Because you've got your little surprise round there, and now we're going to have you guys join the initiative order afterwards.
20.
20, all right. 20 to 15.
15. Oh no.
Apollo got 15?
Yeah.
Okay. And 15 to 10. Oh no.
Again.
Rolls have been great with me today.
15 to 10 and 10 to 5.
8.
Again.
All right. So, Arcturion, you are first. As you cleave that guy in two, you see the vines start wrapping up against everyone. That one guy in the back gets sniped by Apollo standing on top of the bar. You see Amara once again in her vine-wrapped arms controlling the Entangle Spell from the bottom up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna quickly signal over because I can still see Avery and Harley. I'm going to can I tell them to come over? Like, we got this handled. I want them to move closer.
Yeah, you can say like it's free action. You'd be like, come on.
Okay, awesome. So that's my free action. I'm going to tell them to start moving closer. For when they roll, they can move a little bit closer when it's their turn. I am going to once again heave my great axe, hopefully into the skull of the one that's close to the building there.
Yeah, this guy here?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll advantage.
Okay. Roll advantage?
Because they're entangled, so you get advantage on your attack. So you roll to hit twice and take the better result.
Roll to hit twice. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you get advantage and disadvantage means that you're
7.
Oh god. Yeah, so rolling with advantage or disadvantage means that you roll to attack twice. Advantage means you take the better of the two, and disadvantage means you would have to take the lesser of the two.
Lovely. Okay, I got a 14. Yeah. Does that hit?
That hits. Roll damage.
And that is yikes. 7.
7 points of damage. Okay. So you go and try to do the same thing, wave it around your body and try to cleave him just like you did the last guy, try to cleave him in two. But he kind of tumbles a bit as the vines are racking up his legs. So he stumbles a bit, so you're not able to get a clean cut, but you kind of cut his chest pretty deep, like open across, and this like split happens in his armor and blood starts pouring down his chest. He goes, and it's just like hitting to the back of the barn as like he's just falling down to the ground slowly. It was a mortal hit, but he's not exactly dead yet. But you could do an unarmed strike if you like, or
I can't because I have the great axe. It's 2 hands.
That's correct. Good job, man. Look at you learning, getting on that top of that shit.
Hey.
Okay, so after that, I will resolve Avery and Arlie moving if you like, if you wanted to come closer.
Let's go ahead and move closer.
You're with the family, so I'm gonna have you roll another stealth check if you're still trying to, get out of the way of sight of other people.
Sure. 14.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Hey! So once again, you're kind of moving, and you still hear the crashing and banging of destruction, of places being looted, smoke plumes from places being on fire, and you just try to just be inconspicuous, and it kind of serves you that you're kind of in your own adventuring gear because you kind of blend in with the rest of the raiding party that's doing all this damage. So even if someone looks at you and thinks like, I don't want to deal with those people, and they just like turn around and go the other way, because you're still having menacing looking, and you got the villagers on the centaur's back as well. So like, from an untrained eye, maybe it looks like you're capturing them and taking them somewhere. So it's kind of hard to differentiate where you are on this side of the raiding thing. But without fail, you're able to make your way a bit closer to them.
Nice, let's do it.
Move your move your tokens to how
Oh
close
gosh,
you're
hold
gonna.
on, sorry, wrong cursor. There we go.
So over there, Jess, are you going that way too? Okay. So I'll move them over there. Okay, so after that, we're gonna come to Apollo.
I'm just gonna take another shot at the farthest guy from me.
This one here?
Other one.
This one here.
Yes.
Okay. Sure thing.
Shot by shot.
Take your shot at advantage.
That will be a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Roll damage. High rolls, my friend.
Oh, that's another 12 damage.
Clean through.
Finish him.
I like this bow.
It's a good bow. It's a good bow.
This is a good
Yeah, so once again, Apollo from the rooftop, and this time, as you kind of bringing the family over to this massacre that your companions are excavating on to these evil-looking people here, Avery and Arlie kind of looking over to the corner of this building as you see once again the vines wrapping up these raiders, and your friend Archeon just cleaving people with the axe, hitting them off the side. Apollo sniping people from up top, and once again, as they're confused in the vine work, arrow through the neck. Signal to his friend, take it out. The vines are wrapping on his hand. I can't, just like freaking out. He is gone. Anything else you'd like to do, Apollo?
That was my attack, and then no, I think I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, I think I'm. Well, maybe move a little bit just closer to the kind of edge here, so I can more readily see the other two.
All right. So this is the human who Archeon fatally wounded with a giant cut across his chest and just blood pouring down the side. And he's sort of just struggling there, can't move, but he manages to break free from one of the vines from his hand. He's gonna try to strike Archeon with a weapon, because that's all he can do, with his scimitar.
Do it, I dare you.
It's 18 hit. Archeon does an 18 hit.
It's an 18 hit, but it's half.
So the hitting isn't affected, the damage is.
Oh, right. Okay.
So he'll hit you,
Yes.
but you'll take half damage from his scimitar.
Right.
And if I roll a 1, this is going to be hilarious. So
1.
half of 1 would essentially just be a miss. Oh my god, the way I'm rolling, this is probably going to happen. 4, so 2.
2 damage.
You take 2 points of slashing damage as this human with this weird makeshift, crappily made like opera mask is able to break free of the vines, take the scimitar out of his sheath, flip up the handle, slash at you, and it goes into your massive Leonin pec. And you just stare at him, stare down at the blade that's just lodged in there. He's like, barely a scratch. Barely a scratch. Up next is the other cultist, who's also standing behind him. Can't...
Too
I'm
far
going
to
to attack. Yeah, so he's going to try to get out of the vines. He's going to roll a strength check. It's to beat a 14. Nope. Got a 9. So he's just terrified, basically, of Arcturion just taking this blade out of his big pec chest, and he's going, as more vines are wrapping around his neck now, and like going up the mask. But he can do nothing. Amara, it is your go.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna try my thing again with the nails.
Are you going into your area of effect again?
No, just out of it, right there, like.
Okay,
next
to the
barn.
one that's fatally wounded. Okay.
Yes. And
Do it.
a
So
higher
roll to hit
level.
at advantage because he is tangled and restrained.
13 plus whatever, so 19, and then
Yeah,
I
that'll
don't know what the advantage is. Okay.
that'll definitely hit. So you can roll your damage for sure.
7 damage.
7 damage. So as soon as Arcturion is just pulling the blade off of his pec and just getting so mad, it looks like he's gonna probably eat this guy's face. You just dart through the space like here beside his head with your elongated fingernails and just stick it right into his eyes, and the fingers just go through the head and just go out the other side. Take it out, Archeron. You just look beside you as Amash is like, I did it! And that guy is dead, wrapped up into the vines as he gets taken down to the
Clapping
ground.
with my little fingernails.
Just like you came back from the shop, you're just like, yeah. So that is the bottom of the round. We come back to Arcturion, unless Avery or Arlie wanted to try to get a shot in from this distance at that last guy, because you are now within range.
Arlie's got it.
Arlie, okay.
All right, yeah, I would like to try to hit him. Although, is Amara in between us here? Is that
So they are within your line of sight here, but if you want to just like move over to the side there to get within line of sight, you
Just
could
arc the
there.
shot.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
so
There
like-
are ways. There are ways to arc shots and things. With the mechanics, it's usually based on line of sight. If you want to try to lob it over, I think there'd be a skill check involved to do that. But you're easily able to just move.
I'd
over.
rather just move.
Yeah. So I'll get you to roll a hit on that one.
Let's see, and then use my longbow. Hit. I got a nat 20 again.
You got a natural 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey! Crit hit. So for our critical hits, those watching, you can either do double the dice or double the damage, and we just decided early on just to do double the damage because it's just kind of more streamlined and easier to figure out and all that stuff. So hit him, roll your damage, and then double the result.
So I got a 16.
16 damage?
Yeah.
That's including the doubling it?
No, that's just what I rolled, a 16. So.
Jesus.
Uh,
What's your damage for your bow?
1d8 plus 2.
So it is a 16 with double.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you did double
it
it.
for me. Oh,
Yeah, it
Gotcha.
doubles it for you.
Oh, cool. There you go. I forgot about D&D Beyond, everyone. Smart program.
nice.
So 16. Good lord. Yeah. So once again, this person sees his friend get stabbed with big sharp fingernails as it goes through his head, and he's trying to get these vines off. He doesn't know what to do, and he's kind of back is against the barn side door here, and he's able to kind of get his scimitar, and he starts cutting all the vines off of him as you're dealing with his friends. And it looks like he's actually getting like pretty far as you're all busy with his companions. He's like, takes off the last vine. He's like, I did it, and and like this huge bolt just squares him in the throat and like nails him to the back of the barn wall. He's trying to get out and he can't. He gets like to the edge of the bolt, and the feathers that are so elongated like block his trachea from getting out, and he just starts bleeding to death and just hangs there. His body goes limp, and the bolt just pins him to the barn door or the barn wall. So that dude is dead. You took out all of those peeps or them peepers. So that's good. And as that happens, the two villagers who are off to the side, witnessing you all just murder all these people to death, they're up on the ground. It's a male and a female, just in commoner clothes. Who are you people? What do you want? And they think they assume you're raiders. And they're just kind of generally saying that to Arcturion and Mara and Apollo, who are the closest to them.
Are you? Which ones are you both injured?
Their friend got murdered. They don't seem to be injured too much. Looks like he got to them before they got hurt.
They can walk.
They're on the ground right now, just like not doing anything, because they're just fucking terrified from
paralyzed
the
by fear.
Just did.
From in the back, way off, I yell, "We're the A team!"
Oh no.
I'm just gonna. I realize now that I have red eyes and this might be a bit intimidating, but I'm just gonna point at them, point at the what's it called?
Keep?
The keep beside us and go, "Come with us if you want to live." And then I'm just gonna climb down.
Of
climb
course.
down and kind of continue our way.
Of course you said that.
Are there like flowers around me or something?
Yeah, sure. There's a couple of little
Okay.
summer flowers that are kind of growing out through the tall grass and everything.
So I'm gonna pick one out. Like my hand is clearly still bloody, but like my nails have retracted back into my hand,
Mhm.
so it's just normal again. And I'm just gonna like pick up a flower and walk towards the like woman and be like, "Hello, this is for you."
So you walk over to the woman over here who's on the
Yes.
ground. She's like, "Here you go. It's fine. We're friends." You see Apollo saying, "We gotta go to the keep. That's where we're headed. It's the safest place. Here you go. Flower for you." Okay, let's go. And then just finally getting the resolve. They start standing up, grabbing your hand, Amara, and they're gonna follow you. So I'm assuming you're just gonna straight shot it to the keep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so you're in the back area here. So as soon as you see the back, there doesn't seem to be any visible gates or doors, anything from the back side that you can see. So you probably assume you probably have to get to the front.
Yeah. Kind of run around ahead, and I'll try and scout again. And just
Can we? Does it look like there's an entrance, or can somebody check or roll for something to see if there is a back way in?
Sure, you can roll perception if you like,
Okay.
to see if you can see any kind of entrances in the back way or anything like that.
Are we
Mine's
all?
not that good, so
Um,
somebody with good perception would be cool to roll.
Yeah, you can all do it. I'll give you that.
I've got
Okay.
a
If you're,
plus
if you're all
4.
racing, just get your tokens.
Yes, I got a 19.
19.
15.
I got a
My
1.
flower.
Oh no.
7.
Got a 1.
I got 16.
Okay, so I'll just move you guys over closer over here. So yeah, as you're getting closer and walking or racing to the back part of this keep, you're looking around. Doesn't seem to be any back door. There's no back wall. There's no window or like latch or anything. It's just like a straight, solid piece of concrete wall here.
Just have to circle around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Circle around.
Just solid rock.
We go around.
Oh well, I thought I'd try.
Hey, it's always good to check, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you're making your way over to the front here. So I'll make this a bit more available to you.
Are we on a hill?
The keep is kind of on a hill, so it kind of goes up a little bit, but not by too much.
Would I be able to see a little bit farther up above us?
Yeah, sure. Let me just make this a bit more available to you.
Just might as well. Just if there are any other people in trouble.
Yeah, so you guys. That's weird. So you look ahead, make a perception check.
Natural 20. Total of 24.
Holy gang, what are you doing to me? So you look ahead and you can see that there are townsfolk and other people like rushing to the front of the gate, and you start to see a few local guards that were wearing the same sigils as Green Nest, just like, come on, inside, and they're all just rushing people to get in there. With that nat 20, you can start to see briefly, and I will make this more available to you. You have 60 feet of perception, or sorry, you have 60 feet of
Dark vision.
dark vision, and sight and all that.
I
So,
also have that.
hey,
Yes. Felines.
so right in the ridge here, so you would be able to see this actually, just a tad, coming over the horizon.
I also have dark vision.
Okay.
I think I do too, but I'm not sure where.
Probably all do.
60
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
It's a common trait for a lot of races. But you can just start to
boy.
see Apollo, that a bunch of these raiders that have come to this town, there's like a big group of them starting to like chase after some villagers
Where?
directly in front of you, making their way towards the keep.
Okay. And the villagers are currently being ushered in by
Yeah.
guards.
There's like a small streak of them that are just like running towards the keep, and the guards just like, get inside, like trying to get them inside before the raiders come. Like they're holding open the gate and like slowly closing it a bit more as they're trying to get people to come inside.
Okay. Can I kind of run or turn around and go look at Arlie, say, Arlie, grab your bow, come. Say help. Not the best of communication, but Arlie, come help, and then just the rest of you get them in the keep, and then come help. And then I'm gonna kind of run ahead, and hopefully Arlie will follow and try and, I as soon as I can, take a shot at the enemies with a bow.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Yeah, I think I should follow too.
I am also going to.
Bring everyone. This is a party.
It's a party.
Yes.
Okay. So turn of order, you're going to drop off the family inside the keep and then try to take on the onslaught of people that are coming.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, I'm hoping Arlie and I can kind of, with our long range, start earlier as all the close range fighters kind of help, just kind of add our villager group into the mosh pit of other villagers, and then kind of form a line kind of thing.
Okay, so first things first, Arlie, you've got the kids on your back. The parents are behind you. You're going to have to get into the front to be able to drop them off. So you're going to have to move your token down over that way. The rest of you, are you going to try to like sort of guard around here and make sure that that happens successfully? Or are you staying behind at long range? What's the rest of you doing?
I'm getting up close, as close as I can.
I'm also better up close.
Okay.
Where should I be moving to?
So the entrance to the keep is right here where the road goes into it.
Yeah.
So that's where you want to take everybody.
Okay, so am I leaving the kids here?
You mentioned you wanted to leave the kids inside the keep.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I was confused about. I thought you meant that I
Yeah.
should leave them. So yeah, let's take them around then and then drop them off at the door.
Okay. So you're going here to the front door. The rest of you are following.
I am taking those two. Yeah, I'm taking those two people with me. I'm kind of like holding their hands, like.
Holding both of their hands as you're racing forward. I'm gonna have all of you roll athletics checks for me, because this is you racing to get to the front of the keep before this big group of raiders is also rushing to get to the front of the keep. And as you guys are getting closer, you can now see that what you saw was just like a few raiders kind of from the horizon. You now see that it is a huge group of them all rushing towards the keep here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
Right.
So
Yeah,
have you all roll athletics as you're just
Got
like,
a whole
seeing it.
7.
I rolled a
So-
2, my dude.
Same. I rolled a 2 and it went up to a 7. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this because I rolled a 23.
Woo!
Is it
Holy
possible
shit.
for me to grab the kids and go into the keep? Since I rolled the highest.
Just the kids, like.
As much as I can carry. Go since if I made 23, I'm in the keep, right?
Yeah, you rolled really high. You are raging too.
Okay. I want to see if I can carry as many as I can into the keep.
I rolled so low that they are struggling to keep up to your speed. So I will give you the way of running. You're all sort of running. Avery and Mara kind of like, oh shit, kind of stumbling on some loose rocks, and just you start to see the sheer number of raiders coming, and you kind of stop for a second, like, are we still running? Like you're not too sure. As Arlie, you've got the kids on your back, and you start running, but then Archeron, you see the immensity of these raiders coming, and just go, start getting in your lion stance, start pouncing over like a cat, just leaping as fast as you can, even faster than Apollo can at this point, as the sheer adrenaline from your rage is propelling you forward, and you make it up to Arlie, and you say, give them to me! Now!
Cool.
Arlie, do you want to allow that to happen?
But yeah, take off.
Give me the kids.
Okay. You're going to have to catch the kids off of Arlie's back, Archeon. I need you to make a quick dex check to try to like catch them as I'm gonna be able to have them roll a dex check to fly off to you.
Okay, so dexterity. Please. Eight's not good, is it?
What'd you get?
8.
God.
Eight's not good. That's not a good number.
So they both rolled high. So you like pouncing behind, give them to me now! Arlie, like, it's okay, he's with us. Just go, leap off. They go. They're not too sure, and the mother now is like pretty far behind you as you're both like the fastest ones going. The mother looks back, sees the kid like freaking out. It's like, just do what they say, jump! And the two kids like holding their hands, the brother and the sister, kind of start to get up on top of the centaur's back and just leap off with their arms up, ragdolling. And Archeron, you just pounce up and able to catch them both like sacks of flour. You falter for a minute. You're kind of like, oh Jesus! Your immense speed, you kind of tumble for a minute, but they're under your arms, and you're able to keep going. So if you wanted to, you're able to hit the keep first before everybody and drop the kids off.
So I'm gonna put myself inside the keep.
Okay.
Is here enough? Or...
Yeah, that's fine to be inside.
Perfect.
And these are the two kids here. So they're inside there first. So just in point of order, so Avery and Amara, you rolled pretty low. Apollo, what did you roll?
6.
6. So I'll have you kind of over here. The parents will be with you as well. Oh, right, you have the other two villagers that are with you as well. All right, so once again, we're gonna roll another round of athletics as you're trying to run as fast as you can towards the front gate here.
Everyone?
Wait, instead
Oh,
of
you're joking.
like running, can I just entangle them again to keep them from coming to us? Because
You
I
sure
can cast up to 6 spells. Okay.
Yeah, how many spell slots do you have left?
I can do, well, druids can cast 6, and I casted 3 spells already, so I can do it again.
So first level spells? Just
Right.
triple check here.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh no!
But like, it goes up to a 6, but it's not great.
So
7.
You're out of spell slots.
I am?
Mara. Yeah,
Oh.
you have 2 level 1 spell slots, and you use
Yes.
Entangle twice, so you can
yeah,
no
I
longer
did. Oh, fudge.
use it. Unfortunately, that would have been
Alright.
a good solution, but unfortunately you were tapped out.
All right.
But Avery rolled a nat 1. Amara and Apollo, what did you roll?
That's 7.
7.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I got a 6 total, but
6 total. Okay. Arlie, are you staying at the keep, or are you running back to your friends to make sure they get there in time?
I'm running back with them, and I rolled a 16.
You roll 16? Okay. So I'm going to roll for the horde here. So these guys... roll that far up. And you roll a 16, so you're a very fast centaur, so with your hooves, you go to your friends as the villagers behind you are starting to like fall down, and they're just exhausted and tired from all of this craziness going around them, and they're falling down, and you're like, come on, get back up, we're gonna keep going, and you're trying to struggle to keep them as fast as you guys are. One more check. This is gonna be to see who gets the front of the gate first.
So we roll athletics again.
Yeah.
okay. If I swear, I got a 2 and a 1. It better not be anything worse.
I got a 19.
20.
16.
Thank freaking heavens.
19, 20, Apollo?
16.
16.
Oh gosh. Okay, 17.
Nice.
So, you all just make it in as all of these guys rush to the front of the gate. The guards are going, "Oh!" as you're all running in, and as the gates are going closer and closer together, as one of you, each after another, fly through. And Avery, you just go, just slide through as the gates close, and they put the bolt down, lock it all up, as all of these angry riders and whatever these people are. You see kobolds, you see humans, and they're just shouting and screaming at you. But you have made it inside the keep. And as this happens, you see a very nervous and troubled older man, probably in his 40s, long flowing hair, has these robes on. They're pretty of high nobility and stature. These ruby blue robes that kind of flaunt down. He's got a bit of chest armor and gauntlets and things for his forearms, and this nice dark steel metal with golden filigree outlining them. He's wearing this blue cape that's kind of attached like a brooch right here. Has this sort of symbol of a lion that's gold across his chest as well, and the cloth just kind of drapes down past his waist and kind of makes this kind of battle skirt flowing past his knees, and he's got dark pants and these big dark steel boots on, also outlined with gold. And he's got a kind of a goatee, thick beard, long brown hair, and a long sword out of his side, and shouts out to his men, "All right, is everyone safe? What the hell is going on here?" And he just looks around, and his men are like, "We don't know what happened, we don't know what happened, Governor Nighthall. These people that came out of nowhere. There's a fucking dragon around. It's insane. How many are wounded? I don't know. We have no idea. This literally came out of nowhere. We saved as many people as we can, but we think there might be still some more out there." And then Nighthall looks over and sees you guys just barely escaping as the doors climb, or the doors close. And the rest of the villagers kind of pile inside the keep as he's kind of waving the rest of the villagers through, and the guards sort of go inside. And then it's from here that he stares at you all. And you can still hear that, the flapping of leathery wings in the far, far distance, as you just hear as you guys are just the last ones in there, and the family is safe, hugging their kids. Governor Nighthall comes to you all. "You!" points at all of the 5 of you with his longsword. "You arrived here earlier?"
We did.
What do you know of what's going on? You were the last people to arrive here.
I'm gonna step in front of Amara and just stop the
Evil!
We know as much as you.
Amara, look, a cat over here. There's a rabbit. Go check. luck.
This is Torba, right? You said the main guy that our employer was meeting.
This is Governor Knight Hill. This is the person he was meeting. Yes.
Do I see our employer anywhere?
Sidon de Grey, the high noble you were escorting, you do not see him in the vicinity at the moment.
Okay. I'm sorry, I can't remember. Did he recognize us already?
He has not met you before. You had taken Sidon to the town, and you dropped him off, and he was kind of like, "Stay at the inn here. I've got business, and I'll be back." But you haven't Governor Knight Hill yet.
Okay. We were hired by Sidon. Where is he?
Sidon, he's inside the keep. Were you the escorting squad he hired?
Yes. This all broke out. We saved as many as we could on the way here. We must protect Sidon. That is our job. They are all out that gate. They're going to get in here eventually. We have to stop them.
And the five of you hear behind you just the banging on the big fortified keep wall. And Governor Nighthall just says, "Well, Sidon is inside. We can verify your identities with him, but you're inscripted into the Green Nest Army now. We're gonna need your help to save more people. Can you do this?" And Amara, your spirit and essence starts to light up at the even inkling chance of doing something good. And then Governor Nighthall just kind of looks at you. "There's evil afoot." And you go, "Ah! Ah! Ah!"
I knew it.
And it's there, everybody, that we're going to end the session.
Hey!
So,
Cool.
that is where we're going to stop that tonight. Thank you guys all so much for watching our adventure here. There's a lot of you in the live chat through the different streams and everything. Again, apologies to my audience. I'm stupid. I will fix it next time. But yeah, guys, thank you so very much. This has been session 1 of the Chromatic Dragon Saga. So we're going to pick this up next week. You can catch us every Saturday weekly, 4 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. EST at all these various Twitch channels: Jessica Wings, Web-Headed Hero, BB Merrill, and eventually Dicecream Sandwich when he can get his shit together. So, tune in next week, guys. We will be picking this up where we left off. I think that was a pretty successful first session for everyone. I hope you all had a good time. We can go just around the group once more, and you can just talk about your handles, any projects you got coming up. If you got anything you want to promote, we can just start with that. Why don't we start with Cole?
No, I just want to say that was very fun. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I'm Lightbox Gnome. You can find me TikTok, everywhere else, same name. It was fun. I want to play again. Is there a time skip spell I can use?
Just sleep
Sorry,
for about
I
6
need a
days.
long rest.
Yeah.
Somebody using all their spells and terrifying children. Yes. Everyone's
I was
terrified.
like, once you said to do the Entangle spell to the swarm of baddies, I was like, oh, that'll be so sick. Like, see this
Too
Braveheart
bad I
charge,
used it.
and Vine's like, whoa! But yeah, you were tapped out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. I'm just excited for more.
Cole likes
right.
Minecraft.
Avery, Web-Headed Hero.
That's right, Web-Headed Hero across everything. And yeah, I stream here on Twitch every Tuesday through Saturday, and it's a fun way to end the week now. Very excited to get my very first Dungeons and Dragons session in the books. It was one for the books, and can't wait to see you guys again next week.
Yeah. Jess.
Bomb.com.
Yeah, I am Jessica Wings, but there is, however, an underscore here on Twitch and on Instagram at the end. Hopefully not for too much longer. But yeah, this was super fun, and thank you so much, everybody, and thank you, Kevin, especially for DMing.
Yeah, no problem.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right, and Meryl.
Hi, I'm Baby Meryl or Baby Meryl, whichever. It's across all platforms, just the same handle. I'm mostly a variety streamer, but I do prefer horror games if you're into that. yeah, come check me out.
And then we got Aiden.
I could stop raging. I'm not raging at the moment.
No,
You know
continue
who
to
I am.
rage.
Yeah, 'cause you know who I am. I am Cheide. I am Cheide across the board on Twitch, on Instagram, on everything really. I'm Twitch streaming twice a day, once at noon for 2 hours and at 8 p.m. for 2 hours. So catch me in the morning or catch me at night, whenever you feel like it. So other than that, that's it. Thank you so much for DMing. I really appreciate it, dude. This has been quite the experience, and thank you for allowing us to be a part of this.
Yeah, no worries, man. And I am your humble DM, Dicecream Sandwich. It's a Dicecream Sandwich across all the fun socials. I also, on our Twitch channel, if you like this game, if you like D&D, and you like what you saw here, I run 2 other campaigns on my Dicecream Twitch channel. Weekly on Mondays, 5 p.m. PST, Beyond the Realms, which is a story that I wrote. It is a homebrew campaign, so the story is 100% original. I wrote the whole story, and yeah, it's been going on since last year. We're coming up to our year anniversary. It was born out of COVID and all that, so that's super exciting. And then we do a different campaign where I'm a player, and my friend Jordy Rose, the co-creator of my channel, is the DM, and I get to play my best boy Triton fighter, Les Paul, that's me.
Cool.
And then as a third stream, I also do Pokemon Nuzlocke. They were Tuesday mornings. Now they're when I feel like it, but hopefully I'll stick to Tuesday mornings. But yeah, guys, and if you're interested at all in playing D&D, or you want to hire me as your DM and get involved in one shot, you can DM me on all my socials. I have a Discord as well where people hire me for DM stuff too. So yeah, but I know that some of the other streamers, you were maybe deciding about doing Q&As or something, or maybe you wanted to leave that till next week.
I'm gonna Q&As for like everybody, or because
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna hang out in the chat afterwards a little bit on mine, but
Okay.
yeah, we'll probably won't
That's
have
cool.
it too crazy long. But anybody else?
No,
Nope,
that's good.
all good. All
Okay.
right, cool.
Well,
Kevin.
thank you, everyone, and I'm so honored that these awesome creators asked me to be their DM and guide them through their first journey into the wonderful creative world of D&D. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun, guys. This is just session 1, and this story, holy F, does it fucking just start like
Right?
right away? Just
Yeah.
sends you right in there.
One minute you're eating rabbits, the next a dragon blows your tavern to pieces.
Honestly.
Yeah, and there's
Zero.
plenty more to come, everyone. So yeah, catch us here next week on all the various Twitch channels, and keep on our socials to see when we play next. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Chat wants to know
Thank
if your
Bye
other
bye.
campaigns are on YouTube.
What was
Wait,
that?
what'd you say, Jessica?
For Kevin, somebody in my chat wants to know if your other campaigns are on YouTube.
They are. So I have a YouTube channel as well, and it's just for uploading all of my past campaigns and stories. So you can do Dicecream Sandwich on YouTube, has all of the past sessions. I'm going to be uploading this one to there as well. And you can definitely check out the VOD from this campaign on everyone's Twitch videos as well. I'm gonna download one of theirs and throw it up on mine because I'm fucked up too much. Yeah, this will be on YouTube, and my past ones are on YouTube as well.
Cool. Well, thank you guys so much.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Thanks,
guys.
guys. We'll see you
Until
next
next
week.
week.
Bye.